Let's do this.
Yo, this is Nappy Boy Radio.
The Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. Live with your boy, TPain.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. I am your homeboy TPain, a.k.a. your girlfriend's boyfriend.
And I am Vanessa Fraction, a.k.a. Action Fraction, the main attraction, your partner's distraction.
And I am Pip, a.k.a. Mr. Fresh Prince, Mr. Goddamn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is yes. I am in between barbers. It's going to be okay. We got a great show for you tonight.
Yes,
you know
we
why
do.
I always say it? Because it's always true. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the greatest.
Yes.
The mustache monsieur.
Come on with your own word.
I'm trying to figure out some more words. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Roy Wood Jr.
Let's go, man. Hey, TPain, man, I'm back in this thing.
Yeah, we do. We really do, man. We really do.
It's crazy. We was in Tallahassee together all them years. I never saw you once. I saw you like once or twice, but now we
Yeah.
finally get to chop it up a solid 20 years later. That's a long time.
I'm bringing it back together. Right,
Good to
full
see you.
circle.
Good to
Full
see you.
circle. Good to see you as well. Full circle. My dude, how is everything going?
Man, I got no complaints, man. I'm blessed. I'm working, slinging jokes. Hopefully we'll get this thing on
Slinging
Comedy
jokes,
Central on the
that's
29th.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm talking about. From Tallahassee to Comedy Central, I am just. It's
Yes,
not.
Lord.
It's rare. It's rare.
2 of them is in the building.
It's
now.
rare.
How about that?
What's wild is that I tell people, like, people be talking about, like, oh, who your comedy influence and the Pryor and the Bernie Mac and Wanda and Chris Rock. And that's
And the
all
Bernie Mac.
solid.
Right.
But for me, real spit, it was also Ricky Smiley.
Oh yeah.
Because
This
Ricky
is true.
Smiley was the
Yeah.
first cat. He was the first nigga from Birmingham that
That's
was
true.
on cable.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ricky
Wow.
Smiley.
You
How
understand?
about
Like,
that?
that's an achievement out of Alabama.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure. That's it.
It's a big achievement.
niggas on cable.
For real.
Like, what? Yeah, and he hosting the Comic View.
And
You
he
got to
host-
watch it
Hosting.
tonight.
He not
Yeah.
just on Comic View. He's hosting. And did he go through the when you had to battle it out to be the host, or did they select him? Do you
I don't
remember?
know. That's before I started doing stand-up. All I know is that I saw a
true.
dude from the crib on television, and it gave me the vision that, oh, I can do that too. So you have the people you watch stylistically, but then there's also the people that give you the inspiration to make the leap.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, that was part of it too, man. But yeah,
That's
Tallahassee, it's a whole different universe, man.
For sure. And people don't understand when I say that. Anytime somebody, tells me they're from Tallahassee, I'm always like, are you okay? Is it all right? But, it takes a different kind of toll on you coming from somewhere like that.
3 of the 4 times a gun has been pulled on me was in Tallahassee.
Really?
I just did the tally in my head, and I think about it.
I always think about Florida as a retirement
Shit,
place.
it was
No.
the police 2
I
times.
think the whole state is like that. The whole state is not.
That's just where people go to die.
Yeah. Yo.
It's either the end of your life or you just ready. You just don't mind if it stops now.
It was the police 2 times, and then a bunch of Jamaicans.
Okay.
Oh.
So what? I respect you. Got to
And
tell
with
us
respect-
at least one of them.
And with
stories.
respect to the Jamaicans, it was justified. We were being unruly.
It was your fault.
You got to tell
Oh
us
yeah.
one of those
Sometimes you
stories.
got to know when it's your. Sometimes you deserve to have a gun pulled on you.
Yeah. Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
I ain't even gonna stop you.
Hey,
boy.
I can take
I did the wrong.
Nigga,
on
you
that
were
one.
misbehaving.
You was that was it.
I need to go and get me cutlass.
You're gonna have to tell us at least one of them stories.
So it was a club. It was a club in Tallahassee at the time called the NEC, the New Entertainment Center.
I don't.
I was hoping you knew what it stood for.
Yeah.
That motherfucker sound like a YMCA.
It was only open about 9 months. They lost their liquor license fast. But it was the one spot at the time at Florida A&M that was walking distance from the campus, right across the railroad tracks on Railroad, right across from the Citgo. So that's how you know this.
Hold on.
Come on.
Was it? Do you remember the address of that place?
No, but I do remember. I could Google it. I
It
could
was
Google map
across
that
the
bitch
street
from the Citgo.
from the Citgo.
What's it called now?
This is gonna fuck you up.
Please tell me.
That was my dad's club.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Nigga been in 9 months. You gone. Damn, man.
Your daddy pulled a gun on me in 1997.
At the new Entertainment Connection.
Bro.
New Entertainment Center.
I don't know. I don't know, cause at first we called it Club 800, cause that's the address. But I don't know if you remember, but anytime anybody would talk about that club, there was always a little kid in the club, and that was always me. It was always me.
Dude,
It was me. It was me. I was because they had nobody to watch me at home.
The most
He had to run the club, man.
Now, with respect to your father allowed us.
He allowed everybody, obviously.
You couldn't drink underage, but if you was already drunk, you could come in.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Have a safe spot.
Nice.
That way you ain't, on some shit
safe
like that. Be drunk in here, young blood.
Right.
So
Man.
at 2 AK-47s pointing at me.
Ooh. Now
That's
finish the story. What happened?
How did this end?
So
Well, he's alive, so that's cool.
He is here 20, 25 years now.
So T-Pain's daddy was at the door. Right? And it's homecoming weekend. And so homecoming, the other thing about the NEC is that it was the cheapest club in the city on homecoming. It was only $10. Everybody else is whooping for $50.
Ooh, shit.
$10 until 11 o'clock. $10 until 11 o'clock.
You got to get your ass there by 11.
Everybody, $10, 11 o'clock.
So 10:55.
So we hit the Jack's Liquor. We do what we always do. We go to Jack's Liquor, right next to at the time there was a Krispy Kreme. We'd give a homeless dude $20 extra to go get us some E&J.
Jerk and jerk, baby.
So we pre-gamed up. We get in line at the NEC at 10:30.
Fire.
When we get up to the door, it is 10:53.
This is perfect.
You said it.
10:55.
Get there right
you
on
sweating.
time.
$10 till 11 o'clock.
And they don't mean in line at 11. They mean inside.
Flyer
You gotta
says
be inside.
$10 till 11 o'clock. It's 10:53.
Right. Okay.
4 women in front of us paid $10.
Gotta do that.
Me and my homeboys, there's 4 of us. We get up to the door. And the dude, and I apologize in advance for this terrible Jamaican accent. I don't want no shit from my plantain community. I love y'all. I eat plantains. Shout out to Miss Lily's in New York City.
Shout out to Island Spice in Douglasville.
He looks at us, he goes, $20. We go, what? $20. You go, man, it's 10:53, man. It's $10. You want to get in here $20 now? And so the E&J starts.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's
jerking and
the
jerking.
adrenaline is making the blood pump. It's yeah, okay, of course.
My nigga, all I have is $20. I'm fucking 18 years old. This is all my money for the evening.
This is all of it.
I gotta go to Guthrie's after this and eat food. $20 when you're expecting to pay $10, that is a monumental decision.
Yes, it is.
That's life changing.
Yeah.
That's life changing.
Before I can negotiate with this gentleman, my dog behind me, shout out to Brooke Williams, my dog behind me.
Whole name. Why not?
Fuck nigga, it's supposed to be $10, bitch ass nigga. You know how you be with somebody and they escalated?
Yeah, you wasn't really. You wasn't gonna take it down.
I was still deciding.
You would, yeah. Let me.
Should I give him the 20?
I would have gave him the 20.
We didn't huddle up about this
No.
or nothing, bro. You just escalated this shit.
Before we was ready.
Before we was ready, I was
Fuck
ready.
nigga, it's supposed to be $10 fucking dollars, nigga. You breaking us.
You got 3 other people's lives in your head. You need to calm down.
And he goes, you breaking us. And then the fucking dude yelled back at bro, breaking you how I break you $20 on a $50 night, just everything. And he went to patois. I don't know what else he said after that.
You had a solid point though.
What he was,
Did have a solid point.
what T-Pain's daddy was trying to say,
Oh my God! It was T-Pain Daddy.
what he was trying to say
Yeah, we had
was,
security. We had security.
sir, I know you have an issue with the price increase, but this price increase with regards to the
you hear how you
market
break it down?
fluctuation
Translation.
is
Quite
still a better
reasonable.
bargain
Yes,
than
it
most
is.
places in town. You
Agreed.
are 18. You are not allowed to go anywhere else in the city
You're
tonight.
already drunk.
I am your only option, and you are already drunk.
Already drunk.
You ain't supposed to be here.
So is it $20 or not?
Right.
Had y'all huddled, y'all could have discussed
You
that.
could
Absolutely.
have this conversation.
He explained it like that, much louder, much angrier.
And much more broken English.
And to his credit, that was a fair, like I said,
fair assessment of the night. Yeah.
You said, but you started the story saying sometimes you need it pulled on you.
you need a gun pull because he made a fair point. I can say now
Yeah.
as a 42-year-old man, that was a fair counter argument
And
to
y'all-
upping the
Absolutely.
price.
Y'all carrying on.
So we get to yelling back and forth. You're breaking us. You're breaking us.
Right.
And then I don't know if you remember in the clubs back then, like the Jamaican dudes would go fire, and then they would just slap on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still do that now. I learned that from them, and I still do that now.
Yep.
I don't know what it means all the time, but in this instance, it meant, hey, everybody, there's a disturbance up front. Please bring your guns.
So they just start fire. I've never seen that.
Guns everywhere.
Fucking Jamaicans are coming off the roof. They're coming. There's no
shit.
like official security at this spot. You have to understand. Like this is like the old school and living color sketch. Hey man, gotta go. Where the Jamaicans do everything. And like 8 or 9 dudes came out with fucking machetes. They came with fucking pistols. They had fucking bats. They had fucking sawed-offs, and they were ready to fucking murder us over $10 fucking dollars.
Wow.
Because because like everybody else in my squad was like, "What you want to do?" Which is not what you ask. If you don't.
Don't be that.
And you inciting the other people in the
inside
line.
Yeah, everybody else. Not now. Everybody
Now
else.
you fucking up they $10.
Everybody else. Yeah, because now they shit about to go
Now
up.
they shit going up. No more $20.
Now everybody can hear the price from the
Yeah.
back.
Oh shit, we ain't even make it. We out of this.
Yeah, now we gotta leave. We about to lose business.
So we paid the $20 and go inside.
Oh,
I paid it.
And I had the best mother night of my life. So drunk
Shout out
that
to the $20.
Shout out.
only people that have really been drunk in a club will understand this. But when you fall asleep on top of the speaker
On top
or
of the
next to the speaker by the stage, that is some of the most soothing, massaging.
That's the best.
You ain't never
actually-
slept on the speaker.
I've actually done that.
I'm a woman. I can't do that. I can't be in public sleep.
Yo,
I definitely like that.
It don't go the same for me.
don't go the same.
I partied
All
for
of a
about
sudden.
2 hours, and then about 1 o'clock, I slept till last call at 2, and then they woke us up, and we came walking out, and them Jamaican dudes were still right there. They go, "You had a good time," didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, man."
So
So I
in my
fucking
in-
dapped them up, and it was all love.
In my dad's defense,
As you was inside partying.
I'm just in there
Yeah,
chilling, walking
sure.
around there like, how old are you? I was like,
Listen.
12, I think. I don't know. Just how old can I be in here? How old is it gonna take for you to not call?
For you quit asking questions.
Dang.
Wild city, wild times.
Very young. But in my dad's defense, that club was promoter driven. So
Got you.
It was just my dad's spot. Every night was a different promoter.
So whoever you want to
running the yeah, it's just like however you want to run the club, fantastic. don't burn it down.
Have a ball.
Don't shoot it
Yeah,
up.
have a good time.
We good. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning.
Divvy up.
Whatever you want to do, it's your club. How much? Yeah, it's your club for the night. Run this bitch how you fucking feel like it. Run that. So I totally see that happening. We did rent that out to a lot of Jamaicans.
Nice.
Yeah,
Bro.
It was an abundance of Jamaicans.
But it's
just like a lot.
But just to have y'all out there and go back to what she's saying, to go in there if young people are drinking and they drunk, to go in there, yo, this is your place. Just chill here. Just chill.
Yeah, we'd rather you be in here doing the shit that you're gonna do instead of fucking like driving across town to go to the white
pretty
parties.
Cool. 'Cause they'll kick your ass out ASAP when we over here. You
Right, because it was on the south side.
come in here.
It's on the
get
south
pulled
side,
over.
so it's where all the and my dad was a speaker in the community, so he would always take in like troubled youth and shit, and like he had a oh my god, he had a youth club called
Go on, talk about it.
he had a youth club he had a youth club called Homeboys to Men.
What in the 2002 reality show?
In the 2002.
What in the 1993? These are the things that take
Oh my God,
homeboys
you
to
should have seen it.
men.
It was crazy, but you know,
Homeboys to men. I
because my
like
dad converted to Islam like right in the middle of his life. So we were born Muslim. We were born into Islam. So he would run it kind of militantly and kind of like, you know, like we had drills. Like he would take us to the places he was speaking at, and he was like, homeboys to men, and we'd all have to stand up in the tent.
Oh my
and shit.
God.
And he's like, left foot, and we have to like, fuck, how do I have to
your
do
daddy.
this?
I
I'm
like
9 years old. Why am I doing this?
Not right here.
Discipline.
So he had a lot of discipline, you know, doing that shit. But but he kind of integrated that into the club while we were doing all that extra
There was
shit.
never any drama. I mean, you always have a
we
little dust
never
up,
had
but there was
drama.
never drama at the
Yeah,
NBC.
not
It
at
was
all.
just-
Not at all.
That was the spot, man. Like that was college is one of them times you just look back on and be like, oh, I'm alive.
Wow.
Oh shit. I'm alive. No kids, no AIDS. How
We
the
good.
fuck
What
did
is
I
going
Kids,
on?
no AIDS, guys.
Kids, no AIDS.
No kids, no AIDS. That's a lot to be proud of.
take it?
Speaking of which, Roy, the most important question we asked on the Nappy Boy Radio podcast: how is your mental health these days?
I'm good, man. I'll go to therapy. You know, therapy's good. It'll bring the problem with therapy, and this is what they don't tell you about it.
Cost so damn much.
It could be pricey.
All right.
Therapy exposes everybody else in your life who should be going to therapy. And then you don't know how to deal with them because I'm like, you got shit you ain't unpacked.
Man.
You know your life more fucked up than mine.
That.
But it's impossible to recommend somebody go to therapy
Right.
without sounding like
You
sound like a
Dick.
vegan.
Yep.
I go to therapy.
Eating that meat.
Yeah,
It's good for you. I'm telling you. If everybody
Have
just
you ever
went to
thought
therapy.
about talking to a stranger about all of your shit?
About all your shit.
Yeah.
But it helps.
But it's
it
crazy,
helps.
and it's like I don't really like to deal with people that don't go to therapy. Like I don't mean to be. I mean I will and I do, but you're right, and that was funny. I've never thought about that, but it does reveal the people in your life where you're like, you know, this person could really use.
Y'all don't never think that therapists are like telling people y'all shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I do. They don't. I don't know that they say my name.
I mean, just
I
to
know
their,
they
like
tell-
just to their friends.
Oh,
Like they
yes.
don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm talking
Yeah.
to Vanessa Ferguson.
No, I don't think they say my name.
It's fucked up.
I will say I don't think they say my name, but I will say I think they tell.
I can't tell if she married or not.
You know, the thing is, who the fuck is the therapist going to for therapy? Because you hearing everybody's problems all day. Who helping you? Because I don't know if you stable.
Right. They go home like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What is going on in everybody's life?
But nah, man, you have your ups and downs with, depression and trying to, stay on the right path or
Absolutely.
whatever. But even within that, you got a system in place.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so in that regard, I feel good. The thing that therapy also did, I think it's going to change my stand-up going forward.
Really?
Yeah, because it didn't fucked up and show me all this other shit I got to unpack internally. Where my comedy has always been about the external and what's happening around us.
Right.
And now I'm looking at all the shit inside, and I'm like, fuck, that might be worth.
You can make bits.
Somebody else might.
That's great stuff, though.
Somebody could benefit, from
benefit from
hearing
that.
this. So let me.
As long as you can make bits from it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
make money off your stress.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Make sure now. Don't
Because
be
you
just-
make it funny all the time, right?
Yeah, and you know what?
I would hope so.
We
Yeah,
really
I just-
hope
I
it's
just
Bring the
lost my
place
day.
down. At least bring it back to a joke. God damn.
Because like that shit, man, because my father, right? My father was, the best way to put it is good father, questionable husband.
got it.
If
Solid.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that
right?
makes
That's-
lots of sense.
That's most dudes.
Hello? Is that us? Oh, okay.
That's most.
So-
yeah.
Right. No, you ain't lying though.
So you grow up with whatever resentments. He died when I was 16, so there's a lot of conversations we never got
didn't
to
know
have.
that, boy.
Yeah. And so when it wasn't until I had my son is 5 now. When you have a kid, it literally reconstitutes the relationship you have with your parents because you
Yes.
start going through and doing an audit
Yeah.
of their behavior and their
Right,
choices.
you start figuring out like, oh, this
I'm like,
nigga was-
oh, that was fun. I see what you did, nigga.
You pulled the move. I saw you pulled the damn move on her.
You pulled the move.
Tell you, I caught myself. So my pops, when we were living in Memphis for like up until like the second grade before we moved to Birmingham. And my pops would come back and forth to Memphis while he was in Birmingham. And he would always bring me a truck or some shit like that. It was always like some truck stop toy. Like, now that I'm older.
Some hastily bought ass.
But as a first grader.
What is this?
But as a first grader, it's like, my daddy bought me a truck.
Got some new shit.
Oh, shit. I caught myself about a year ago. I've been on the road like 10 days.
Yeah. 10
days in a row or some shit and just hadn't seen them and, trying to FaceTime, but a 4-year-old don't give a fuck about no FaceTime.
They don't.
It ain't like
Play
talking
the game,
to
man. Play this game.
And I caught myself at the airport.
At the truck stop.
Buying one of them toys. Gonna give him the toy. Like when I walk back in the door, that nigga gonna love me.
He gonna love me. You just realized your son got a collection of spoons for some reason.
Had to catch me.
Indiana truck stop.
We get all these goddamn refrigerator magnets from.
And on some deep shit.
Why I got these coffee mugs?
Yeah.
This nigga got an owl from every city. Nigga collecting frogs and shit. What the fuck?
And so
now all of a sudden he got an affinity for frogs. This nigga grew up. Daddy bring me a frog every time.
Little figurines.
Porcelain fucking frog.
So on some deep shit, what I realized in that moment was, this nigga felt guilty for the time lost, and he was trying to buy back a fucking toy. So what I need to do is, instead of buying a toy, spend the time.
Some time.
And all
Time. Yep.
And
that was good.
You have to go through a whole fucking journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to
figure that shit.
You got to see both ends.
And you got to be in touch
Yeah.
with it. And you got to also acknowledge those truths. And so,
Yeah.
a lot of it, a lot of people live life looking for the truth. The other half of us are running from it.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so you got to shift from running from the truth to actually running towards it and accepting it and figuring out what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
For sure.
Looking for the answer instead of having to answer the question.
I did. And then the other thing, I did finding your roots.
I know.
Yes.
I'm so jelly.
I did not do
Oh man, I want that experience so bad.
So Dr. Gates was digging on my dad's side, come to find out some shit I didn't know. I only had one living grandparent when I was born. I don't know shit about my pop's side. That just was always just
how it was.
Just how it was.
It's a family dynamic.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Didn't know, didn't meet. No, I got a couple half siblings. I met them, but like as far as like aunts, uncles, cousins.
Really?
Stuff,
Just hold. Yeah, damn.
Whoa. You said you got a couple half siblings.
yeah, you trying.
Okay, I didn't mean to magnify. I didn't mean to magnify that part. Go ahead, to Dr. Gates.
I said good
Dr.
daddy,
Gates
questionable
said,
husband. What the fuck else
You
do I
said
need
Dr.
to say?
Gates said, get on back to the story.
Shit gonna start getting
some
I
weird.
didn't mean to magnify that part.
Some
Go on.
ass, Jesus.
Back to Dr. Gates.
Yeah.
Come to find out, my father lost his father when he was 4. And there's no record of his mother remarrying. So I don't know what the fuck type of man he had in his house at any point to inform him on not buying fucking trucks
Toys at the truck stop.
at a truck stop.
He came up with that shit.
In the moment, he did. Like, he started some new traditions and shit. We
He
gonna
was
do
just
truck
doing
stop
what the
toys.
fuck he
But
guessing.
To his credit, you did feel good about it at the time.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
And so you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, and it's unfortunate. And I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you lost him when you were 16.
But you don't. But also, I didn't really get the time. And so, what you want, or at least what I want for my son, you can remember the toys, but nigga, you don't remember that time we went to the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
We went to the thing one time, motherfucker. Remember that?
You know I took you to that motherfucking strip
Now,
club.
let me get one of them kidneys, nigga.
Let me get one of them kidneys.
I took you to. Remember when I took you to the thing that time? Let me get one of them kidneys. Let your daddy borrow one of them fucking
Let
organs.
your daddy borrow.
You know he coming.
I'm gonna put it back. I swear I'm gonna pay you. Put it back at the end of the week.
I promise. Yeah, the mental health is solid, man. You just
Mental
gotta be
health is
aware.
solid.
That
You
don't
know
mean
what'll
it's
make mental
easy.
health a little bit better? A drink from Pan Pan. Let's rock it. She's tiptoeing in this motherfucker right now. Hold on, she got it. She bringing it real slow.
That motherfucker look
Real slow.
classy.
Roy, I don't know if
Very
you know, my wife is a
classy.
certified mixologist. Every podcast we make the drink. Oh God,
Beautiful.
we make the drink of the night.
The drip.
We make the drink of the night for the guest. This is your one-of-one recipe. She made it for you. That's why we asked you what you really drink and how you do your shit.
It's called hardwood.
No,
I don't know the name of it.
I picked the name. I picked the name.
It wasn't that.
I picked the name. I'm very, very proud of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tallahassee Strangler.
The Tallahassee Strangler. 2-ounce bourbon, 1-ounce pear juice, 1-ounce peach juice, 1-ounce tangerine juice. Combine all ingredients in a shaker with ice and shake. Pour into a martini glass and garnish with a lime and orange wheel. And there you have the Tallahassee Strangler.
Yeah,
I like that.
Damn it, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Roy had one of my favorite fucking bits. It was a Tallahassee Strangler bit. It was very fucking nice. He did it when he was very young. Hitting the stage. Was that at the beginning?
Do share. I'm not familiar with the Tallahassee.
That was early.
It was just about how.
I was telling, did the FAMU colors.
And we did family colors for
orange green.
family colors
The
for
orange
the cup.
green garnish.
Yeah, you know. That's all everybody know about Tallahassee. It's just the band. Damn it.
Motherfucker ain't win 9 games. All y'all got. The band is outside now.
If I remember correctly, the Tallahassee Strangler joke was basically, if you're going to kill somebody, kill a lot of people, and then you become legend. Don't just kill one person. Kill a lot of people
then you be the Tallahassee
and kill them all the same way. And you got to kill them all the same way.
Yeah.
And now you're not a murderer. You the Tallahassee Strangler.
Yeah.
You get a book deal. You get fans.
Movie deal. You might gonna get a movie deal.
You get Red Lobster in jail.
Oh my God.
That's the thing. If you're going to kill people, you got to kill at least 30.
You got to kill at least 30 people. You got to kill them
go
all the
the
same
way.
way.
You's a dumb motherfucker if you just shoot one person. Go to prison. You
That's
don't
right.
get no book deal.
That's so true. My daddy
I
said
get
that.
14, 15
Whatever you
motherfuckers.
do,
Right.
go all the way. If you're gonna be a hoe, be a great hoe. You know what I mean? You
Got to capitalize off the
You
momentum.
gonna murder? You better be the Tallahassee.
If you
Strangler.
agree with murdering, I imagine
If
there's
you
more than
agree.
one person in your life worth murdering.
If you agree with that,
Yes, if that's your lane.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not into murder. But
I love
You
it,
know.
man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tallahassee Strangler. Oh my God, we're gonna sip, and we're gonna
shit
be right
good.
back. Holla at y'all.
Love when you can make a joke happen.
Nice.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh, don't you love?
You
when
forgot to
somebody-
tell him about the button.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh, we got-
When CBD came out, we all kind of pretty much wanted it to be like cannabis. And it wasn't. It helps with some things, but you don't exactly feel it the same way. Well, prepare to have your mind changed. CBDX.com felt the same way. So they went all in on Delta 8 THC. This is a federally legal form of THC. And let me tell you, you will absolutely feel it. They have flower, cartridges, vape products, gummies. These will get you stoned, trust me. Now let's take a second for the disclaimer. Be smart. Never drive or operate heavy machinery while using these products. And they will show up as THC on a drug test. Go to CBDX.com. That's 4 letters, CBDX, and use my code TPain. You will get 20% off and a free gift. That's CBDX.com, code TPain, TPAIN, and help support the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nappy Boy Radio podcast. Having a good time. Roy Jr. is in this motherfucker. I hope you guys are having a great time. You chilling? You good? You good?
I'm real good.
Need anything else?
I'm good. I don't need nothing else.
That's
gonna
good
be
because
the
it's
only
time for
drink.
your motherfucking top five. Right. It took me a long time to think about it, and I've been trying to figure it out. But you know, from our conversation earlier in the club for the pregame of the podcast, I would say, what are your top 5 cities to do stand up in?
Oh, we did talk about that.
Cleveland.
Okay, that was just too
Shouts
fucking
out to
fast.
Cleveland.
Cleveland
Shouts out
rock.
to Cleveland.
Cleveland rock.
Shout out to
Shouts out to
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Good stuff. Okay, Cleveland. Yeah, give us why.
Black. Just an amazing, loving. It feels Southern, but it's Midwest. They embrace different types of comedy and different types of blackness as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Because my stand-up, like especially when I first started playing Cleveland maybe 10, 15 years ago, I wasn't as in tune with the narrative of what black people were going through. It was just, hey, I'm talking about crazy wacky shit.
Right. Yeah, it's
Still rock with
What you
me.
mean you wasn't in tune
like,
with what
black people
stand-up
be
was-
all like, and then white people be like,
I wasn't talking about police reform and Confederate flags. And
You said 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, I wasn't
gotcha,
on that shit.
gotcha.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think most
you
of us
know,
were.
Captain America's the best superhero.
It's one person.
Did I know you then, Roy? I don't remember this.
I mean, it was a joke. It worked at the time.
Where's the Tallahassee Strangler when you need it? What?
Multiple people. Multiple.
Multiple people. All right, number two.
I shot my first special in Atlanta for
Atlanta,
a lot of
all right, gotta
celebrities
do that,
from
gotta do that.
Cleveland,
When they love you, they
and
love you.
Atlanta has always shown me love.
That's great.
Even
Fire.
Even when I was trash, they still.
Nice. I'm still clapping this weak ass joke. Listen,
Oh no, I get booed, but then like after the show, they like stay up. You know.
Yeah. Don't you love them encouraging words?
I don't leave. When I used to get booed at Uptown, I used to fucking hop the dog, fucking Greyhound for the people. I used to take the Greyhound from Tallahassee to Atlanta, take the MARTA to fucking Buckhead, then fucking take the bus from the MARTA station.
Shit.
Get booed.
When he started.
Get booed.
That's crazy.
Get booed.
Stick around.
That was on the schedule.
Stick around.
Now who was?
Watch the whole show. This is back when Nard Holston was the Sunday night.
Really?
It might have been a little earthquake. It was earthquake and Nard kind of era.
Crazy.
So when Earthquake and Nard was doing it, now I know it continued to evolve, but it always was the bullshit. They gave the crowd the power. It was Nard, you know I love you, Earthquake too, but y'all gave the crowd the.
It was hostile.
It was very hostile, and as comedians, you're working on your shit. You're not paying me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my shit, nigga. Laugh or don't, but don't fucking rattle your keys and boo me and throw shit like they used to be.
So it's like the shit show back in the day.
The what show?
The shit show.
What's the shit show?
I also have the same question. What is the shit show?
The shit show they do now is basically what you're saying. That
Who?
they
Is that a
back then.
specific
Like
thing?
just
or
black
you
rooms in
using
general, like black open
generalization?
mics and shit.
Yeah, so it's like
it's chaos.
Yo, it was, and if you're the host, of course you're the champion. They love you. You're every week.
Shit, though?
They throwing shit.
I can't. No, not shit. But I could remember
Chicken wing, maybe.
I've seen people throw things at the stage.
But that's
chicken wings.
But that's provoked
jingle.
though. That's
why I said
that's
they
like
would allow
NEC
it.
getting a gun pulled on you by TPain Daddy. Like you asked for it. Like that doesn't just happen.
These callbacks are gonna fuck me up.
Like you jingle the keys. Fuck jingling your keys, pussy ass nigga ain't shit but a Honda Civic. And then you get a chicken wing thrown at you.
You get a chicken wing thrown at you.
You know how much I pay for this chicken wing?
In comedy.
I was hungry, nigga.
Hey, and if you that bad, I throw this chicken wing. Look, let me tell you something. So in comedy, we believe there's two different ways to do it. There's different ways to do it, of course, but to empower the audience in such a way that is hindering the I don't know. It just, it is what it is. Anyway,
it was a setup, but it was still an important lesson to learn. And I would get booed,
indeed.
and my bus wasn't for another 4 hours.
You had to figure something out.
The bus back to Tallahassee. So I would just stay and watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's a
because
learning experience.
If I suck, let's see who does
What you
well.
like,
Let's see who-
yeah.
And what did they do?
But then you
and what am I
realize
not doing?
sometimes when you saw what they liked, you said, y'all got taste for shit. Did you have sometimes?
What I peep.
Your
here's what-
boos don't hurt my feelings. I've seen what you clap for.
Sometimes.
But here's what I figured out.
Funny, you know that, right?
But you can always learn from that.
Here's what I learned from Uptown in those years in Atlanta was you might be talking about something that a nigga don't fuck with. That's strike one.
Right,
But if I talk about it in a way or a style, then I can draw you into me.
Live vicariously.
So with black audiences, sometimes a quick cheat is faster or louder.
Very true.
Wow.
Same content.
Very true.
Faster or louder. And
Very
with white
true.
audiences, it's
Slower.
slower.
He's
slow
not
the fuck
lying.
down.
They not gonna catch
He's
on
not
quick.
lying.
They don't
Roy,
have fast
it's not
talking black
that.
friends, so they
You
cannot
dumb.
keep up with your tempo. They cannot process it
Yeah.
fast enough.
That's what I.
You're telling the truth there.
And then you're adding slang on top of it, and they're trying to decipher the
yeah,
fucking
it's a lot
code.
going on.
What he said?
It's too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already too
You're
much
right,
going
but
on.
with black audiences, it's kind of like, get to it, nigga.
Yeah.
Is you funny or not? Is you gonna be funny or not?
Yeah.
And so
You gotta be-
sometimes
you
a
gotta
bit
get
that you would
funny.
take your time with, so you can really hear the details. Fuck the details, nigga. Get to the
Get to it, right.
Get to the
Thank
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, let me say this real boisterous, and but that helps you with your showmanship.
Yeah.
I think that white audiences help you with your material sometimes because you have an opportunity to work it out.
Yeah.
And black audiences help you with your showmanship because if
Yeah.
you don't give me a motherfucking show, something I can set yourself on
Pain,
fire.
I knew he was gonna do it.
Did you
I
just
knew
do
he
an
was
eight
gonna do
count?
it. I knew he was gonna do that shit. This nigga got this motherfucker on deck.
Yes,
Motherfucker
bitch. What? Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense.
Chicago.
Cleveland,
And you gotta have
Atlanta,
a show.
Chicago.
Cleveland,
Chicago's number
Atlanta,
3.
Chicago's dope.
That motherfucking blick out the
Go and
motherfucking
tell them
funny.
why, because you know I'm from the Chi.
You know we from the crib.
And Pip too, my bad,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah,
I would
Pip is
really
from.
like that.
I would argue that Chicago is the most fertile, creative city in this country.
I'd argue it too because I'm
More than New York,
Define that.
more than L.A. It's the only city with 2 kings and with a king and a queen of comedy.
ooh.
Adele Givens and Bernie Mac.
Come on
Nice.
through.
No other city represented on both sides of that.
Nice.
Wow.
I can name you 15.
Didn't even think of that.
I can name you 15 comedians from that region, and no two are even remotely similar. You couldn't give one of them the other.
And can I go ahead and point out that Gary Owens said the same thing?
Damn.
Ryan Davis said the same thing too.
Me being very proud and from Chicago, I can't name another woman that's like me. I can't name another man that's like Deion Cole. I was
about to say Deion is Chicago.
We've
right?
talked about that before. I can't name another motherfucker. Like
Rel,
Lil Rel, Leon Rogers. I love
Davis.
Just Niche is new
D-Ray
from there. I
Davis.
can't name another young lady like Just Niche. I can't name another Adele Givens. We said Diane Corder. I can't Jeff B. Even.
And not just black comics. I'm talking about the white boys too.
White boys
yeah. The improv side of the game is fucking rich. Half of
I can't name all their names.
Saturday Night Live.
I know, and I didn't want to go name checking with that shit.
I'm not asking you to answer all the Alex Moffat and Seth Meyers.
I came out with T.J. Miller and stuff like that. That was my homie.
Really? Seth Meyers in Chicago?
I didn't know. I didn't come out when Seth Meyers came.
I thought it was Canadian.
Seth Meyers.
Let me verify that, but I know it's a couple SNL
Google
cats.
verify.
Damn, Seth Meyers.
That'll be great.
There definitely are, and I'm falling short. Because whenever y'all do that shit, I brain fart like a mother.
Yeah,
I get it. It's
Evanston,
like
Chris
Illinois.
Red.
Seth Meyers.
Chris Red is black.
Nice.
Chris Red is black, but he's from Chicago as well.
Chris Red. I
And
do like
he's
Chris
on there
Red.
right
I do
now.
like Chris Red a lot.
Yeah. And your Tina Feys and stuff like that. You know?
Anything that you're bringing, for as long as it is funny and intelligent, it is judged fairly. Chicago. San Francisco, number 4.
Look, Cali is nice. San Francisco is really nice.
San Francisco
Smart,
seems
liberal,
tough.
free thinking.
Yep.
Nah, they're fair. Like, you can come with your weird premise. Like, well, what is it like for music then?
No, I'm just saying. It just seems like
Was
San
that
Francisco. You're trying to do a bit in San Francisco, and you're like. So I went to the doctor the other day, and he why does it have to be a guy, bro? What are you saying? What are you saying? A woman can't be a doctor? Like, is it like?
Of course, there is a gauntlet of wokety woke that you have to navigate.
And then we'll
analyze. What
we'll analyze later.
But you can have weird high concept shit there that I feel like is judged fairly. That Fifth City, man, that's a mother.
I've enjoyed the Bay Area and stuff like that.
The Fifth City, number 5.
They gonna be mad.
You're gonna piss a lot of people off. And everybody always gets pissed off at 5. The whole internet, anybody's top 5. So anytime we have a top 5, it's always
Did
different.
you name anything in Florida?
And I'm not going to.
But you know what's crazy? I wouldn't.
You
are
just
like him. Let me tell you, just like
this guy right here.
He does the same shit. I would have named.
It's not safe.
I would have named Florida. I would not have named Chicago as one of my favorite.
Have you seen the Jacksonville music scene lately? It's not safe anywhere.
I have a good time when I'm in Florida as a comedian.
Shit, that's crazy.
It's not safe.
Orlando is tourists and old people. Everything Orlando up to Pensacola is tourists and old people.
Borlando is what they call it.
I have a great time in that area. Tampa.
My material.
I mean, if you're going to do the touristy stuff, yeah.
No. I meant comedy. I have a great time, and people come out to see me, like in that Tampa, Orlando area.
Orlando has one crazy night strip club. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
He went all the way over there.
I have a good time in Tampa,
but I want to hear it.
But that's okay. Tampa's like Miami on cocaine.
Well, I'm just saying I've had
Miami is Miami on cocaine.
You're so funny. Miami on cocaine.
Tampa's blue collar as fuck. So I fuck with the Gulf side.
That's why I fuck
with that. But Miami,
over there.
I've never had a great I survive. It's one of them sets where it's just like my comedy's not sexy. My persona's not suave.
I feel that. I feel that way in Chicago.
I don't have that charisma shit.
You've done mixed clubs?
I've done mixed clubs, and then I've done shout out to Marvin Dixon and Benji Brown. I've done the Tuesday nights. Like I've done those rooms, and it's fine. But the question was top 5, and it is not.
I'm sexy in them areas. You know where?
And no disrespect to my plantain Americans down in South Florida.
Once again.
I'm so sorry. I have a good time. Coconut Grove is one of the best places to eat.
Coconut Grove.
West Palm Beach Improv, right there next to the casino in Hollywood. I love y'all as well.
And the plantains are gone. Oh my goodness, the plantains.
Oh Jesus.
I love Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm torn between. This is gonna sound.
How about this? How about I'm just gonna let you know. You can have number 5, and an honorable mention.
Nice.
New York.
There you go.
That seems like the toughest.
Can I throw an honorable mention at you and ask you?
That seems like New York seems like the toughest place.
New
of all
York
time.
is dope.
What? They
I
laugh up there?
Fuck
I done
yeah.
seen music and comedy
East
over there, and
Coast.
they be looking like, what is you talking about?
I'll be having a great time, and if they love you, they
Fair.
love you. They're fair.
It's fair.
Really?
Just fucking do it the right
I have
way.
a great time in New York.
You're a
Great
girl.
time. And no, it don't have nothing to do with me being a girl because girls don't have it easy. It is. I have a great time, especially if you and it's international. It's just really good. So what I was going to ask you is, I enjoy the UK. That's one of my favorite places to do comedy. I'm very well received in London and in those parts.
That's 'cause
so
they
I
don't
was
know
going
what
to
you're
ask.
saying.
They know exactly what I'm saying, and they're more. They would say things in a more proper sense, and I have a way of just coming at it.
Don't give a fuck.
They treat me so good.
UK don't give a fuck, and they got the same kind of comedy as you. So
they do, but it's like I'm able to say it in a way that you want to say it. You know, I'm expressing myself in a way that you really want.
You are
to
the thing that
express
they
yourself.
identify with.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so when you come, they're like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've been wanting to say that shit.
The
Exactly.
deck was stacked. The deck was stacked against me in the UK.
Who was you with?
Patrice O'Neal.
Everybody like,
And I had to follow him.
No.
Because Patrice had other sets. He had other shit to do. So
So
he
you
couldn't.
just had to come through and leave.
got places
And you
to
like,
be.
what the fuck?
And
got
so
places to
it
be,
was
Patrice.
like, yeah, they love Patrice, and I get up there, my Alabama ass. It's like, yeah, you're all right. This one, yeah.
Yeah.
But he coming so in the mother face. That's exactly
Patrice is
what they
always
want.
in his pocket,
Damn.
man.
I was blessed to be on the Def Comedy Jam that I was. I love the fact that I was on there. Yeah, yeah.
Fire.
Everybody
Big
don't
fire.
get to get on there, and that was one of the things that you grow up watching. And you're
That
like,
was a huge
if
fucking deal.
I could only get on Def Jam.
That's it.
And I
Yep.
got on the last. I think it was the last season
2007,
they
D.L.
did
Hughley.
with D.L. Hughley, and the set I had with Gilson Lubin opened up. He's from Canada. Then it was me, and then it was Patrice, and I wasn't familiar with Patrice, and I was like, "Who is this lady? That's gonna follow me." I was like, "The fuck?"
Wow.
Because I'm like, I'm a
Disrespectful
badass.
Negro.
I'm like, I'm a badass lady.
Goddamn coon.
So who this lady
Fucking
finna follow
coons.
me? Nigga, I felt so bad when they told me who it was, and I was like, because he had been on NBC. Like everybody knew Patrice.
Right.
So I'm thinking motherfuckers at the show for me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? 'Cause I
absolutely.
was like, this bitch packed.
Why not?
With extra celebrities and shit, the cast
I ain't
of The
did no
Wire.
promotion. They ain't even know I was
You
gonna
what
be
I'm saying?
here.
Like it was dope.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know they ain't here for Gilson, but this particular episode packed as shit. And so when they finally told me Patrice was on there, I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, we did our set, and I actually did a really great job, had a standing ovation. And later Patrice told me, which I take with every piece of humility and love and love to say, he said, bitch, you made me work. He said,
shit.
like,
That's
no,
fucking
he was
dope.
just on some, like, you were in your vibe and you were in
That's
your
dope.
moment,
Yeah.
and they was feeling you so much. He said, if you watch when I came out, I had to go like, all right with that shit.
That's like saying little.
Yeah.
That little show on.
But
Yeah, that
he
little shit.
deserved. But guess he went
Good
wrong
job, then.
though. And
You did your shit, though.
I did do my shit, and he was man enough to come
To
and say that
recognize
to
that
me
shit.
and to
Yeah.
know what that would mean.
Oh yeah, a
to
lot of
me.
niggas would not
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. And
He said
then
it in his way. He said
it in a way that made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later we were at we did Montreal. We were at the Montreal Comedy Festival and stuff like that. He's just a dope individual.
London,
And
London,
yeah.
I didn't really enjoy. I went 4 years in a row, and I got to shout out to homie John Simmet over there, who like.
I love John Simmons. Hey,
So,
John.
you know,
Hey, John.
John kept the
He's one
passport
of them
stamped
people
every
that
year.
that's what I say that brought us over and let us be able to have that experience. I wouldn't have went over there except for him.
The issue for me was that stylistically, comedy in London, black comedy in
Yes.
London at the time, in my opinion, was at a creative place that America had already passed. So the audience expectations were a different style of black comedy. So I'm coming in on some other shit, but you're playing to the expectations of an audience that are used to seeing. And it's not a knock on the local niggas. It's just that's what the style was at that time in that
for them.
region.
Yeah.
So at that time, you're talking about some shit in the style that they not feeling. You gotta work.
They wanted you to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
honestly when I went over there, they were fascinated by it. She was on Def Jam. You know what I mean? So it was like she's coming with the Def Jam vibe, and you're getting on the radio, and you're talking about that kind of thing. It was
we
like
might get to say nigga.
and they didn't talk. You know what I mean?
This is pre-Def Jam for me. They didn't give a fuck about Comic View.
Wow.
I've been on Comic View and we'll take your jokes.
What are you doing now?
Continue. Please go on.
What is this?
You know where else I like to perform, man? I enjoy, and this would be the sixth man, is kind of that Nashville, Memphis, like
I was
Tennessee.
wondering.
That's always- yeah, that's always
Yeah, they're
I can feel
good.
that.
They're good.
That's always good.
I just think that comedy works best in cities where there's a little bit of strife,
Yep.
a little bit of, because people need that laugh.
We just
at
need
least.
that. We need that shit. That's why. That's why I would think that New York would be not great.
They need to laugh.
They need to laugh. Yeah.
It is
They
stuffy.
do.
They living in a shit apartment.
Now, New York,
you know that.
now,
Trash
honestly,
all over every street.
No
to
LA.
me, New
no
York-
LA at all.
no.
Yeah, everybody hate fucking LA.
I don't hate
I don't
it.
hate LA, but it's just
I've
the
had a great
audiences.
time,
You just
but
don't know what you're gonna get.
you don't.
It's too
It's just a
different.
toss-up.
You said that same
The
shit.
city doesn't have
Say
a
it
comedic
every fucking
ID.
time.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have the same comedic identity as
They just don't
audiences in other markets.
because it's so many and everybody got different shit.
I would go, like I said, more of the Bay Area. I have a great time.
Yeah, LA is
performing
like
in the Bay
9
Area.
different comedy ideologies, all within the same area code.
And they're
it
used to
doesn't-
people sometimes. Like you used to seeing people.
Pasadena ain't Long Beach, ain't fucking
Yeah,
South Central,
that makes sense.
ain't North Hollywood.
Shit.
Where Chicago is Chicago.
Chicago is Chicago.
Chicagoland.
North side, south side, west side.
Chicago.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's just comedic ideology. I don't
Yes.
want no nigga.
Right.
Suburbs ain't like Chicago. 'Cause I know you motherfuckers.
Comedic ideology. So.
Des Plaines ain't no motherfucker.
But you go to Joliet and tell these
Shut the
same
fuck up.
jokes
It's
in
not
Joliet.
What side
or
you from? What side
Schaumburg.
Chicago you from?
It'll be good.
Inglewood.
You from how many?
Inglewood.
Inglewood. That's
Yeah.
where I'm from too.
California or?
No.
Like Chicago.
Inglewood with an E, not with an I.
Chicago.
Name a
just-
sports team in Chicago.
How many?
Stop it. He can. It's easy. Chicago's a staple.
Cleveland,
Don't do that.
Atlanta,
Chicago.
Chicago,
San Francisco.
San
New York.
Francisco, New York.
Honorable mention Tennessee.
Very
Damn.
good. I like all those places.
Yo, like Chicago, you know what I discovered in Chicago?
What's
Let
that?
me tell you a D. Ray Davis story.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
I want to hear this.
I like these.
A D. Ray Davis / JB Smooth story.
I like these. Was it
Damn.
in
What a
Chicago
fucking
when it
I was
happened?
in Chicago at Riddles on a Sunday.
I probably was there because I was there almost every time JB Smooth was there for whatever reason.
Fuck you too.
This
I
combo.
probably was there, Roy. I'm not making this up. Now go
Whose
ahead.
side was you on that night?
And this is when I was starting
Let
to
him
learn.
tell the story and we'll tell you.
This is when I was starting to learn the protocols.
And when was this, first of
This
all?
is 02, 03.
I was
money.
probably
I started
there.
98.
Okay.
I
So
started in 01.
I'm young enough to not know no better about what I was doing.
Got you.
And so
Good excuse. Good excuse.
working,
No, you're doing great. Go ahead.
Disclaimer.
Go ahead. You got it. Go
in the
ahead.
South, open mic is once a month in most cities, with the exception of Atlanta and Tampa. Everywhere else, coming up in Tallahassee and Birmingham, you have to perform in a different city every week to stay sharp. The way you perform, you send a fax.
A facsimile.
Back in the day, you would send a fax. You would send a VHS tape of your performance, and they would watch one or the other, and you'd send your whatever.
Yeah.
So I was used to contacting white bookers to get stage time. Riddles had a black night that D-Ray ran, but
Very
Riddles,
successfully.
But Riddles was a main. It had a lot of white nights.
Yes,
so
it
had
did.
a white booker. So I was coming. What I used to do
And
when I
that
was
white
on the road.
family was not. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about.
Go
I
ahead.
ain't finna have the
Keep
Chicago
going.
mob trying to fucking kill me.
Keep going.
So my move when I was on the road was if I was performing in, like, say, Milwaukee, if I got an off night, I'd call a club in between and go, yeah, I'm headed to another gig. Perhaps you want me for your evening as well the night before.
Perhaps.
And that's how I would catch a quick 10 minutes here and there. That's how I used to get on.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this is the night before I was in Detroit, and it bombed terribly.
Okay.
I don't know why I thought you was way blacker than this, bro.
Not early on.
Early on.
I got black later.
Okay.
I just went to a
always
black
loved
college.
you. I thought just way blacker than this.
No, but I was performing for like old people and
I
white
didn't
people. Like
realize.
every week was a different demo. It's Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So I just never fell into one pattern. So
Nice.
So I hit up Riddles and I go, I'm open Sunday evening. Would you enjoy my
Not
comedy?
Sunday, God.
And the booker said, yeah, come down, tell D-Ray to put you on, and he'll put you on stage.
Right.
It's enough for me. White man said, come down to the club.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I'm doing it.
So I pull up to Riddles. Show starts at 8 o'clock.
The first show.
Yeah, I go over to D-Ray. Hey, man, you know, fucking white man told me to tell you.
Yeah.
Put me on stage. And D-Ray's like, all right, second show.
Oh.
It's 8 o'clock.
I told you it's the
Okay.
first show. It's 3 shows.
Okay,
normally.
that's fine.
no.
That's fine. I will go and have myself some Little Caesars up the street, and I'll return. Now, the lobby is full of Chicago comedians. I don't know any of these brothers. This is my first introduction to the Chicago subculture.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these niggas.
Right.
I'm being polite, but I don't know none of them.
It's the best way to be in Chicago.
I'm just gonna be nice to
I
everybody.
come back second show, D-Ray go, third show.
Oh my God.
Damn.
D-Ray.
Come back third show, and he's putting, like, and there's no list. Like, I'm
There
like,
is not.
Right. It's
where-
just kind of
what is the performance order? sir?
just winging it.
There, and D-Ray's literally basically just coming out into the lobby, looking at all of the comedians and just going, you
Wow.
You
He is
deserve some
not
time.
making that up.
Holy shit.
You come up.
You next.
Wait, JB Smooth in Chicago, right?
No, JB's
okay,
the headliner though.
But he's the headliner, which
Fuck.
is,
So JB's bona fide.
I'm talking about bona fide.
So he comes in comic after comic after comic, and he's just picking the locals.
Right.
And now I'm getting a little upset because I talked to the white man.
I've been talked to the white man. He said,
The white man.
Pardon me. Over to D-Ray.
Excuse me, sir.
And I'm trying to, you don't know a
don't know
nigga, but you're trying
protocol?
to. I don't know this.
I don't know
The
protocol.
only urban market in the South at the time is Atlanta. And the protocol was different in Atlanta.
It is way different in Atlanta.
Atlanta puts up out of towners.
They do.
Yeah.
And
Atlanta
Chicago
fucks with out of
don't
town niggas.
respect-
Chicago don't fuck with. I don't know this yet. And for good reason. But I don't understand their culture.
Right.
Because Atlanta at the time in '98, we could fuck with, all right, little nigga, you from over Birmingham, all right, we'll give you 3 minutes. They gonna set you up, they gonna put you up first, they gonna talk shit about you before they introduce you, but you get the time.
Right.
So I'm thinking that Chicago built like Atlanta. It ain't.
It is not.
I go over to D-Ray. At this point, it's 12:45.
Y'all about to close, bro.
No, they're not.
It's.
No, they
I've
ain't.
been here since 8 p.m. I done ate a whole Little Caesars
That's what
in the
I'm saying.
parking
Been here all
lot.
day.
I ain't a whole little set.
I go over to D-Ray. Hey, man, just let me know whenever I'm over here. Because I'm acting like the nigga can't see me. The nigga saw me.
Right,
He
he saw
been
you.
seen you.
He just even full as hell trying to get on the stage.
Puts up another Chicago nigga. Puts up another Chicago. And these are Chicago. These are
Heavy
Niggas that
hitters.
know, yeah,
They
niggas that
doing
really
it.
George
Because-
Wilbon.
and when
it's
JB
Damon Williams. It's fucking Lil Rel. It's fucking Leon Rogers. Just hitter after hitter after hitter.
You got to go after this.
Then he puts up JB Smooth, and you can like, I'm in the bar. At no point am I in the showroom. I can't even watch the bitch for free. And it's just,
Oh, no.
JB rips that bitch. Then D-Ray come out and point at me.
Oh, shit. Nah, I'm good. I probably got it. Yeah, I probably had some bad.
Yeah, man, I got to fucking get on the freeway.
go up, did you?
No.
Oh, I was
No.
like, not after he did that shoe thing and all that shit.
But I understood that at the time that what I was doing was violating. Because
Yeah.
number one,
This the
that
only
ain't the
night
white
we
man's night.
have.
It's not his night.
Exactly.
And he don't tell D-Ray what to do
No,
on
he
his
does
fucking
not.
night. And I ain't gonna put up no out-of-town nigga that motherfucker told me to put up. And you ain't even contacted me. Nigga, who are you? And who are your people? You have no vouch.
Wow.
That was rough.
That's very true.
I walk up in a fucking black room, I walk up in a black night with no vouch, thinking I'm gonna just walk on stage. Nigga, get the fuck out of
From
here.
the white,
Because the white dude.
from the white man.
Right.
Who
Especially
has
when the
no
lobby-
say on this evening.
And the lobby
Which is
full.
fucked up as it is, because as talented as all those people that you just named are, we could not get a fucking weekend at
Yep.
that place. These people that are the stars of today, including Little Rel, used to open the show before D-Ray would come out. He was the opening
Shit.
person to get you hot
Yeah.
and ready.
Yeah.
And he was doing, ooh, there goes my skirt right on. It's like his old ass joke,
yeah,
old
I
ass
saw
tweet
that
joke.
shit.
Oh
I like
my.
that. I like
I've
it.
seen many clips of that.
I say that.
Oh my God! Yes, but he was. But
Big ass jersey. Big ass bull jersey, boy.
with the fucking headband on, nigga. That was a horrible time in our lives. What was the big jersey with the shirt with the headband?
Shout out to Lil Rel. One day we're going to do a movie together. We just got to fight over who going to play the younger.
Well, first before listen, Listen,
You and Lorel as brothers.
y'all gonna be brothers?
We got to.
I
It's
would
either
buy
gonna be
that.
brothers or we got to fight over
Y'all could be- y'all could
whose
be-
life story we gonna do and who's gonna play the younger version.
All I'm gonna say is I've known him long enough. I better be in this motherfucker.
We gonna do something, goddammit.
I
Yo.
better be in the motherfucker.
And then the next night, I bombed in Detroit.
Oh shit.
At Foolish, you remember Foolish had Coco's on Jefferson.
Yeah.
I'm playing Milwaukee. I'm trying to do all these little, Great Lakes. Just trying to play the Great Lakes.
Yeah, right. Just go in.
So I called Coco's in Detroit, and they go, open mic is Monday night. I go, yes,
my
man.
God.
I'll be there Monday and open mic.
Early.
I drive from Riddles.
Said I'll be there early.
I ain't got nothing but time now. I ain't got nothing but time.
I sleep at
Take
that
that
truck
hot
stop.
4-hour
I
ride.
sleep at that Travel America outside of Gary, Indiana. Like I always,
Yep.
I had my truck
Oh,
stops where that was my spot.
Damn.
And then I go to Detroit Monday night, get to the club, sign up for open mic at 5, come back at 8, little nigga, the performance at 8.
You know what you gotta do.
You know they got that protocol.
I come back at 8. Nigga, it's open mic rap night. I did not ask the right questions on the phone.
Oh God.
I didn't say what kind of open mic. They didn't say it was open mic. I thought it was us.
What the fuck comedy club do rap? And who don't put that on the fucking website? The website just said open mic.
The kind of club that's trying to get an extra stream of revenue.
Anybody. If you want to do anything, you come in here on the open mic.
Nigga.
Oh my God.
But how did you do?
I fucking Foolish. The first thing Foolish asked me when I came back at 8, Foolish, he been sipping. So Foolish, he slurring a little bit. You sure you want to go up?
Life in it.
And you got your track?
And I'm
You got
still
your track?
pissed. I'm still pissed about the shit the night before in Chicago.
Right.
So you're very
Because
sure
I
you
drove.
wanna
It's a
go
fucking
up.
dummy run. I just
Yeah.
made a fucking 14-hour dummy run to Chicago from Berkeley. Fuck yes, nigga, I'm going
Yeah,
up.
I'm going up.
fuck
I
yeah.
got a hot 16 about Chicago right now. I'm about to go
I'm
crazy.
going up.
So then, fucking Foolish go, I'm going to put you last.
No.
Trust me. Like he's doing me a
Trust
favor.
me. Oh my God.
29 of the angriest fucking rappers from the greater Detroit metro
my
area go on
God.
stage and motherfucker murder, kill,
Murder, kill, shoot,
stab.
die,
He did.
die.
They'll
he did.
find your body
It's
in the
so
fucking
cold in
river.
the deep.
You about to go up here and
In the
lay
dig.
some bits down.
You better sing your skits in there.
I will forever give Foolish the utmost of respect because he allowed me to still go up and he knew I was going to bomb. He did not cut my mic.
That's fire.
He brought me up professionally.
They didn't,
That's
give you, they didn't give you the
And
lights.
he didn't do any of that trick shit in the back of the room that niggas do when you bomb, and so that they make your bomb about them reacting to your bomb. He stood patiently on the side and watched me for 180 seconds. Be miserable.
Take your life into your own hands.
180.
And then when I came off stage, he just said, "Give it up for that nigga from Alabama." He ain't know what night this was.
He ain't know.
He asked the audience to extend me grace.
Yeah.
Instructions unclear. Nigga.
It's one of them moments that you just never forget. Like, damn, man, you was nice to me. I
It was
appreciate
actually
it.
motherfucking nice. That
You
could
ain't have to fucking be nice to me.
that could have went fucking
Do you
left.
whole way.
appreciate those times? Because for me, your shit sounds worse than anything I ever went through. I'll be honest. And I had 2 kids, and I was 21, and I was single. And this shit sounds way worse than the things
No,
that I
because when
went
you
through.
bomb, nobody remembers you. Once you realize that nobody remembers who they hate.
Remember the
I think
hits.
I had so
They
many
remember the
bills to
hits.
pay, I couldn't afford to bomb.
They remember the
So
hits.
I just
It's Men in
it
Black
was
memory stick.
so bad. So for me, I'm saying I appreciate, and I remember when I stopped doing shit like that. Like I remember being at a club at 2:00 in the morning, and the motherfucker was about to pass me the mic at a bar with a short motherfucker string on the fucking. I'm doing
You
the 5
standing
heart.
next to
I
the
got
karaoke
nothing but
speaker.
love for you, babe. I'm doing this shit. You know what I mean? I remember when I stood there. I said, I'm not doing this shit no more. But it was 2:00 in the morning in a bar. But I said to myself, if I can tame these motherfuckers,
Should be
I
good.
know I can tame anything in this whole world. You know what I mean?
Fire.
And at 2:00 in the morning, I hushed everybody at that motherfucking bar, and they listened to my shit and they laughed at me, and I took those learning lessons. You know what I'm saying? I really, really did. And then I vowed never to have to go through that type of shit again.
You learn a skill set that you don't appreciate, and this is the
I
shit
think
you
people
don't.
that I think that people today don't appreciate.
You don't get that in LA. You don't get that in New York.
Right.
Like,
even with, I'm not trying to, I'm so sorry.
No.
But even with like some of the ways that comedy is presented today through social media and things that, I'm like, you don't get what it takes to command a room and to command the stage and make people respect you, to make people listen to you, and for you to have something so valuable to say or something so entertaining to say that people want to shut the fuck up at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm so drunk I can't even control myself. But there's something about this person that is mesmerizing. If you don't have that, there's a difference between a humorist. There's a difference between a motherfucker that'll write a comic in a newspaper. That's a humorist. There's people that can make people laugh on different mediums.
Absolutely.
And there's a person that can stand up in front of people and vocally express the funny. And if you don't have that skill yet, because you can get it, but if you don't have it, I wouldn't say that I'm a comedian.
What I really appreciated though was when the shutdown happened, when the whole country shut down.
Yes, sir.
And all these niggas that was talking shit
about social media motherfuckers and started doing skits and putting on wigs and shit.
Nigga.
Now you got on wigs and now you doing
because you have to respect.
Yeah.
Because to me, there's an assumption from the vets. And I'm in this weird fucking comedy graduating class.
In the middle.
Because you're doing good on Twitter. You're a social media beast.
I'm not DL and Earthquakes generation.
No, you're not.
But I'm also not fucking Desi Banks or any nigga from Wildin' Out. I'm not that generation.
No, you're not.
So I have this, I don't know, I feel like I kind of sit on the fence on it. But it's like.
As do I.
Oh, you say you do comedy, but you don't do comedy because you ain't been in the trenches. So fuck everything that you fucking built. When dumb nigga, you could be learning something from that young motherfucker because he understands marketing, because that fucking Def Jam credit that you've been riding on for the last 15 years, that shit got a little dust on it, dog. You ain't motherfucking selling tickets the way you need to, but this young nigga done figured it out. So why not bring him on the road, motherfucker, and let him do 10 fucking 15-minute sets?
I think it depends on everybody's personality, because some people, you're doing so well in what you're doing that
it's gotta mesh.
Evolve or die, dog.
No, I'm saying I feel you, and we're both saying kind of the same thing.
I'm sorry, I'm not raising my voice. It's just this Florida A&M drinks.
I don't feel like you are. I'm drunk as you.
Wife.
I don't feel like that.
Would you like another?
No.
I still got some more of my other one. But I'm saying that both parties can benefit. I agree. I'm agreeing with you basically. But I'm saying that sometimes when it came about, people were doing so good in their particular form that sometimes even when you came to people, like, I'm already making the money.
They chesty.
All right. I'm like, nigga, but you can't.
I can name 2 right now.
But you can't even do 10 minutes on stage, but you chesty as hell, nigga. I was only saying, could we do something
let's make it work.
Because honestly, I feel you doing good right now, but there'll come a time.
Oh, you're gonna need to
when
figure
it's
out a
all
format.
gonna level up.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's been an interesting.
You have to evolve
years.
backwards for real longevity. You have to figure out a way every 10 to 15 years to get
what you're good
to get
at.
the generation, but how to connect with youth at some point that's authentic to you. Because I don't want to be one of these.
I'm not doing that.
Don't look like
I'm not saying you ain't got to be a
50
50-year-old nigga that's dressed like he's 30. Like, I also hate that.
I'm not doing that.
Don't do that. But I'm saying, like, John Witherspoon had 3 generations of families
John
at his
Witherspoon
shows.
did it the right way.
And he never fucking changed who he was authentically. So you have to figure out, and Witherspoon also had, shout out to JD as well, who kept his pops up on current shit. And here's how you take this joke and translate it into this platform and to do it this way.
And he could stay on the road and really make it work.
But Witherspoon had to be open to that advice and to that instruction. I think a lot of people from our generation older, they kind of brick wall the youngins sometimes because the youngins are chesty.
And that's irritating though. And so it's like,
I'm making more money than you, nigga.
and I'm like,
so I want you to be
bitch, I was
chesty.
making more money than you before you was
Not
even
no
thinking
more,
about
bitch.
money.
I got 100,000 on YouTube
Right
last
this
night,
minute,
bitch.
and then a couple minutes ago, somebody called me, and now I'm making more money than you. So kiss my mother.
And that's how that
because
works.
I have experience and a resume, which you don't. And when you get on this show, you get fired and your shit is done and before you even get started. So we can all learn from each other if we would both take our chest
I
out
just
of
think
it.
that if we find,
Take the chest down.
if you find your audience,
I agree with that
all
more
you
than
gotta do.
anything.
I saw a beautiful fucking video on Facebook, and we were talking on the break about just seeing some shit on TV, and you have to stop and go, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is going on over there? Turn that shit up.
I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I just see, and it's just a shot of Country Wayne saying goodnight to an audience.
Oh my God.
And it's like 4,000 motherfuckers, and he's just waving goodnight. And I'm
That's
like,
it.
And I'm like, good for you, nigga.
Absolutely.
You fucking built that bitch.
He did.
And you found your people.
He did.
Because what's fucked up is that we do stand up with this, like we were raised in the artistic side of it, where it's this way, and this is the way you do it.
Because I don't feel so teary-eyed when I see shit like that.
But see, I love that shit. Because it's like, if people will pay money to see you, fuck it. If that's what
I'm
you
with
do, whatever you do, if you've convinced 4,000 motherfuckers to leave their house
Right.
in COVID, nigga.
Right.
I'm not talking about Country Wayne specifically, because I have seen it and I appreciate people, and that's the one thing I
Yeah.
can say about this movement and the things that are happening. People at a very young age are able to take care of their families. They're
Yeah.
able to buy their mom's houses. You're able to do
know
all
why,
these really
you know
wonderful
why I fuck
things.
with Wayne? Because I was doing, I was working on my album rollout, and I was getting to the video portion where I was planning out the videos and shit like that, and I needed a storyboard artist. And I found one, really liked him. We was doing the storyboards. It's like, man, this is actually easier than Wayne's. I was like, oh, you do Lil Wayne shit? It was like, no, Country Wayne. And I'm like, I was like, hey, what do you mean? It was like, I'll do Country Wayne storyboards. I said, storyboards for what? It's like, oh, you know, the Instagram skits.
Oh,
it's like, this nigga does storyboards for his Instagram skits?
Shot
For
list.
them. I wouldn't be able to
Ain't
tell.
no fucking way. Ain't no way.
I hear you.
I can't tell.
I can't tell.
This nigga got a
but
shot list
good.
for his mother Instagram sketches?
No
That's
way.
fantastic.
Like, bro,
way.
my nigga, I'm like, dog.
That's a one
That's
shooter.
when
that
you
they do.
really give a fuck about what you doing, bro. Because niggas, like, you know, I'll shoot shit with comedians all the time on Instagram and shit like that. And they just like, all right, so maybe you sit
Yeah.
there and then blah, blah, blah. This nigga makes storyboards.
That's good.
For his goddamn Instagram
Got
sketches.
rehearsals.
That's what I'm hoping for. I want you to have a level of professionalism about
Right.
it. I honestly don't enjoy his stuff like that.
No, I understand.
And it doesn't
Nigga,
matter, but it
but it
doesn't matter.
And that's what I'm saying.
What my biggest point is, I appreciate so much people
Yeah.
being able to. There's plenty of white folks. I don't like you. I don't like your shit. I don't know why you are who you are. I don't know why your parents have so much money, but you're able
Damn.
to provide for your family. And there's so many people of color right now that are able to do things
Yeah.
at a young age. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud of them. I can celebrate that. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I
Or whatever. So I
remember-
don't have anything bad to say about it in that way.
I remember in the last days of me living in LA before I booked Daily Show. This is 2015. And I remember seeing DC Young Fly come through and do tripping on the Black Night at the Comedy Store.
Shout out to homie.
And DC would come in and he would do 10 minutes. He was just building his. He already had all the juice
Yeah.
from Fuck You Mean, et cetera, and plenty of following. But the nigga just showed up every fucking week and just bounced
He's
around
another
LA.
person that
Yeah,
has
that's dope.
shown some good.
Just from the mud,
Yeah.
just fucking brick
That's
by
dope.
brick.
Yep.
I'm gonna
That
take
you
my
care.
lumps.
And he did it.
Take my lumps. All right, I'm gonna come back next week. I'm gonna take my lumps again. So when you see them niggas doing these 85 South, and then you see they like, and it's always quick when you watch an 85 South clip online.
Yeah.
They cut to the audience real quick, like, God damn, there's a bunch of niggas. Then it's back to the stage. I'm like, good for y'all.
Yeah.
I think-
absolutely.
So when you look at him in 2015, right? When you know how LA niggas are, and this is why LA wasn't on my fucking list. Because it's niggas in the back of the room waiting for you to fail.
Yep.
So that they can
Okay.
fucking enjoy.
They definitely are. I've had to check for you.
Okay. So those same niggas.
They do. They nasty with it.
Those same niggas could have pulled that brother aside and been, hey
Here's how you
man,
work on
how'd you do the shit? Because I want to figure out how to do my shit in a way that maybe is there, because there might be something within what he's done that fits your creative where you don't feel like you're compromising your artistic direction.
Gotcha.
And there's this default assumption that because it's internet, it's less than, and that TV is the only way to build the proper and do it the right way.
Yeah,
you gotta go with a
path. There's a specific path.
Figure out there might not be nothing for you. Like for me, there ain't shit. Like I've tried goofy shit like that, but you know my stuff.
I don't like seeing you like that.
It doesn't work for my style.
Your Twitter fingers is
that's
bad.
But that's part of
man.
Nuts.
Your Twitter fingers is all.
But that's
that.
part of why I pulled my prank phone calls from the internet. Was because niggas was starting to just go, "Oh, you're the prank call dude." Oh no.
I don't want to do that.
Oh no. Call up Spotify. Get that shit. Take it down.
Got you.
Take it all down.
The only thing I was gonna say about that 4,000 people are getting emotional about seeing what you saw with the Country Wayne thing. Not to be funny, but I'll see that, and that's the part they record is everybody with their lights on, with the cameras up and shit, and they're like, what? Right when they walk out and shit.
That's marketing, though.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, it pisses me off because I'll be like, but record them at the end when it's half the crowd there and everybody done left because you ain't got no motherfucking jokes and shit, and the shit looks sad. You know what I'm saying? I can commend you, I praise you, I celebrate you for getting 4,000 motherfuckers out there with their phones on, lit up, yelling your name and shit. But where I fall short is where the motherfuckers is disappointed in your act. And I'm not saying that about Country Wayne because I have not seen his show, and I'm not saying that about Country Wayne.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm saying
Cover
about
them tracks, girl.
no, because I haven't met that man and I don't know him, and I never want to speak ill on somebody that I don't personally know. But I've seen a few that I won't say names because it's okay.
His hair is weird.
Because it's ridiculous to say. It don't matter. But the point is, y'all be weak as shit on your goddamn show, and I just want you to get better on that or whatever. When you're taking up that space, like don't short your audience on a great show just to see you. You could do a meet and greet. You can sell your products, and they could just meet you and talk shit. Don't promise them a show, and you're not giving them that.
What it took me a while to learn in watching stuff like that was that it has no bearing on my own career arc.
No, it does not.
And so if you go through and you fool the people one time, you get to fool them twice. Because you're going to get them on the comeback.
No, you're going to get them. It's fine.
But that third time, they're not going to fuck with you.
And I have heard that from a few of them where they're considering other options for than doing stand-up because it's not an easy job.
So then the market corrects itself. So I don't even get mad. And then...
Like the market.
Yeah.
Hold on, people. Hold on. The market, the man said, corrects itself.
Consumers, it's products. So they don't like the product anymore, so they're going to stop fucking with the product. And if you're consistently doing what you're supposed to do, they'll find you.
I agree.
And so that's always been my position. And like what sucks is in the meantime is when you get, like I've done comedy clubs, like an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock show. They'll have some random, like they had some lady, like she just sings. She sings nurture. It was a 6 o'clock show. I show up for my show. Lobby is full of 14-year-old white girls waiting for a picture with some lady, and they packed that bitch out. She sold 340 fucking seats.
What?
I can't hate on it.
No, you can't.
She figured out a way. It ain't comedy, and I don't like it being in my goddamn comedy club. But thank you, bitch, for helping keep the lights on.
Right, absolutely.
Because I didn't sell but 40% of this motherfucking room tonight.
Makes sense.
Thank you for helping the economics.
Hey, right. God damn.
Thank you for your contribution.
I just, I just think that there's something we can learn from them.
I agree. And again, that's a great way to do it. Thank you for your contribution. They're contributing to comedy. They're contributing.
Thank you for your service.
And especially for, dead ass.
Salute
when
you.
we was all in the house, come on, and we were talking about stand-up comics trying to, making attempts to make people, laugh at certain shit. And you have certain people that just had already mastered it. So thank you for your contribution.
That makes sense. Marinate on that shit, guys. We will be right back. It's a Nappy Boy Radio podcast. Check the shit out on Apple Music or anywhere you listen to your podcast, but also Amazon and shit and all the all the
you know what you do.
Sponsors.
Shut it down.
We'll be right back.
That one don't sound as our shut it down isn't as boisterous as it used to be.
I think the batteries are dying.
Oh, because I was like, it is not really shutting it down like it used to.
We about to bring some snacks up in this bitch. You got the hypest in the little channel on Twitch. That's good shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nappy Boy Radio
So angry.
These breaks be, boy, let me tell you something. The shit I be cutting out these goddamn episodes. Oh boy, I get to listen to it over and over again. Y'all never get to hear. Y'all don't know it exists. It is amazing. But how about some of this?
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up.
Roy, what's fucked up?
Have I ever told you the Jay Prince story? It's pretty fucked up.
Like
It's pretty fucked up. No,
saving that motherfucker.
Tell us
part of the story.
I mean, I can tell it safely now because
Go ahead.
he and I are good.
Okay, well, you're still alive, so I'm
Sometimes
good.
you gotta
I'm still
wait.
good.
That's good.
Sometimes you gotta wait.
All right, let's hear the Jay Prince story, please.
So, I used to do prank phone calls, right?
Obviously.
Yes.
I told this once or twice, but I just feel like you would appreciate it.
I don't know the
being in
story.
music. So, Ricky Smiley leaves Birmingham to start. He goes to Dallas to start what we know today as his syndicated empire.
And he was killing prank calls back then.
So I came in after Ricky on the same station in Birmingham. So you got
Big shoes to fill.
you
gotta
got
go
to
crazy.
deliver.
Yeah.
And so it took a while. I figured it out, started getting some traction or whatever. And I have to give a quick shout out to the homie TJ Chapman.
TJ.
Hey.
I talked to TJ today.
Good.
That's crazy.
TJ
Yeah.
did me a solid on levels that nobody will ever understand. The quick and easy for the listeners is that TJ would host this quarterly meeting of regional DJs where they shared
Tastemakers.
records, tastemakers,
Yep.
TJ's DJs.
Yep.
So the DJs show up to share music from their region. So that's how music traveled.
Yep.
One, right? So this is back when comedy and
You were
hip-hop.
at those?
So I came to one.
I never missed a TJ's.
I lived in the Palms of Magnolia behind the moon.
Holy shit.
So I would come to the let out.
Girlfriend
Post
over
up.
there. I had a girlfriend.
That was a ratchet ass apartment
That
complex.
was not a good place to be at.
It was a kick though every day at the Palms of Magnolia.
At the
Love
Palms.
these stories.
Sounds
We
so
had
nice.
two.
At the Palms.
Right.
Shout out to apartment Q5. If that top lock don't lock, it's because the mother task force was coming for us in '98. It's not your fault. Make sure you get your deposit. Don't let the landlord put that on
Still
you.
available.
Okay, go ahead now.
Q5.
All right. Q5.
So this is back when hip hop and comedy was married.
Absolutely.
right?
For sure. Had to be.
And so I wanted my prank calls to be on niggas mixtapes. So I hollered at TJ Chapman. I go, yo, man, just let me get a fucking lanyard. Just because it's expensive to fucking
Yeah.
get.
Oh, yeah, it was not cheap.
Can I just, even if I just stay 30 minutes, and TJ fucking gave me the green light,
Yeah.
and I walked in that bitch, and I just went around the club for an hour and just put my CD in everybody's grab bag.
Nice.
Damn. Fire.
That was dope.
Year later, my shit is on niggas mixtapes, and Chameleonaire's got my shit on mixtape Messiah.
Fire.
Couple of consignments, and so I'm
Right.
I'm moving, and TJ did. I don't think he'll ever understand
He won't know what he did for you.
just that casual. Yeah, TJ's not an excitable man.
Right.
Prank calls.
You know, whenever.
Who the fuck listening to prank calls? I'm like, nigga, I'm telling you.
That's something that you want to do. I mean, you go in there, do your thing. I mean, I can't vouch for you, but
Yeah,
you go in there and you do it.
told me to my face, not my cup of tea,
He will tell you. He will fucking tell you.
not my cup of tea. But if you think somebody rock with it,
Yeah.
go ahead and do your thing. So,
Correct. Absolutely.
so my prank calls spread across the South because of that.
I don't fuck
Because
with
of
it.
that
But
name. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, he'll tell you very quick.
I'm still in the back saying I don't fuck with this.
Yeah, right. He'll tell you very quick. He'll
What
tell
is
you very
this?
quick.
What is this?
So Chameleonaire starts fucking with my shit, and that gets wind of a Houston record label. Houston record label reaches out to me to go, yo, we like your prank calls. We want to do a celebrity prank call CD where you prank call niggas from Texas.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, bet.
I don't know how I feel about that right
But
now.
I'm like, bet.
I'm saying like
That makes. I'm like, okay, that's the
that's what you're
escalation.
trying to do, yeah.
They should have just called her and been like, "What's your views on death?"
But the way they pitched it, though, the way they pitched it made sense. It was just like, yeah, we're gonna call a couple of Dallas
But I
Cowboys.
still feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
We're gonna call Vince Young.
Yeah.
Maybe Bun B.
Yeah. Bun B's with the humor.
And
What the fuck?
And Rap-A-Lot Records CEO Jay Prince.
Okay.
Oh my God.
They're gonna throw him in
We're
there.
gonna put that last. We're gonna put that last.
So apparently they have a relationship with Jay Prince. I don't know Jay Prince. And I agree. So I fly down to Houston. I probably get to Houston like 9 o'clock in the morning. I land, I sign the contract, we go straight to the studio.
This is ignorant, but why did you have to be in Houston if it's a call?
Well, at that time,
I'm being an asshole. I'm just
in those days, you need to be in the studio.
It was flip phones.
Yeah, it wasn't all this.
It's three-way on the cell phone.
All this super internet Zoom conference bullshit. So when you're doing a prank call and you set up a whole day of production of marks to call or whatever, you call the hardest mark first because that's creatively that's going to expend the most energy. So you want to be the most mentally sharp.
Good to know. Good to know.
Didn't know that. Right. I'm like, I'm learning.
Fuck me up.
Fuck it.
Jay Prince will probably be the hardest person to call. We call Jay Prince first. I call Jay Prince.
Nice.
I pose as the owner of a local record store who's pissed off because none of Rap-A-Lot's artists are selling. Straight to the nerve.
Why?
Off the rip.
Wait, who's coming up with the bits?
Me.
God damn.
Because
Advised you?
because you have to remember what a prank call is. A prank call is it's only two types of pranks. It is insult you or make an impossible request. I'm going to ask you to do something I know you can't do, or I'm going to insult something you cherish. Your kids,
that's true.
Your craft, in this case, the artist you signed.
What the fuck?
It's 2 buckets.
How about not put that together?
It's 2 buckets.
That is crazy.
Your kid beat up my kid. Fuck your kid. You a bad parent. Nigga, I ain't no bad parent. Let's fight.
Wow.
That was a prank. I got you.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Holy shit.
Like when Ricky Smiley called Delta Sigma Theta to book a flight because he thought it was Delta Airlines.
Oh my God. It's an impossible request.
Impossible request. That's all it is.
Delta though, right?
The whole comedy is is just trying to get them to agree to the impossible request.
Got it.
It's conflict.
Listen, apparently I wasn't doing prank calls, right?
I
never thought about the science.
I'm starting
crazy
tomorrow.
dynamic.
So
I like it.
with Jay Prince, I choose conflict.
Got it.
Okay.
I choose violence.
Right.
It's dangerous.
And I'm yelling at this nigga, motherfucker, these records ain't selling. Oh, and I'm naming the artists one by one. I've only sold 3 of him.
Why was you aggressive though?
Because you gotta come. Because
gotta take it down.
Come out the fucking gate. This is my fuck. I just signed a record deal, nigga. This shit got to be a hit. I'm gonna go platinum of prank calls. I'm gonna be the first nigga, Roy D. Mercer and Roy Wood Jr.
At this point, do you know who Jay Prince is?
Oh, I'm well aware. I've listened to all of the Rap-A-Lot records.
So you cool with murder then?
I didn't assume he would be a gentleman to consider murdering me over a prank phone call. I just like all the Ghetto Boys album intros. He's talking with Larry Hoover and other political prisoners. Like he's talking with cats.
Right.
About deep shit.
I'm not very rappy, so I didn't know.
I saw your face get straight when I said Larry Hoover. The Chicago in you.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Chicago in you just came out the moment I said Larry Hoover. You like, who
Talking about? I don't know what you talking about.
Don't know about it. You bring up Larry Hoover like, I do not recall.
I didn't know he was in the interlude.
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Go ahead.
So I'm yelling at Jay Prince, and then Jay Prince just goes, "Where you at?"
Oh my God.
That sounds like a Texas nigga right there.
Motherfucker, you don't need to know where I'm at. Motherfucker, meet me somewhere and give me my money.
Where you at?
He's so calm. He's so calm.
You want to talk business? I only talk business in person.
That's what I'm talking about.
So where you at?
Ooh.
That's how he was talking to you?
The engineer in the room, this nigga's freaking out at this point.
That's scary as shit.
He's fucking like, I can see him shifting in his chair. I'm like, okay, this ain't going the way.
This nigga might be tracking the call. The call is coming from inside the house.
Right.
We got to get the fuck out.
I don't know why we feel like we around a campfire and you telling me a scary story.
Buddy,
shit.
Like this a Candyman story. Where
so
you
the buddy with the record label, he busts in the studio. He pushed me out the way. He get in front of the mic. Hey, Jay.
He's scared as a dog.
So I said, J&L Music, Jay. We're just prank calling you. It's Roy. He's a comedian from Birmingham. It's no problem. Nothing's wrong.
That nigga knew it was about to go down.
So then Jay Prince goes, oh, you over at J&L Records.
Now you done told him where you at.
I know where you at, nigga.
I know exactly where you at.
Damn it.
Hey, man, turn the car around.
Why would
Click.
anybody do that?
You is a fooly fool.
Everybody shaking.
Julio Fulio.
Why? I know
Everybody
you're
shaking.
alive, but I'm still scared.
Everybody shaking. So I turned to the engineer. I'm like, nigga,
We gonna be okay.
what happens now?
Right.
And motherfucker,
I didn't see nothing in the contract about protection. I didn't know.
You know he on the way, right?
motherfucker from the record label. It's fine. Let's move on. Let's just call Vince Young.
No.
I'm about to
unplug
bitch.
every phone in this motherfucker.
What did you do? What's going on with
Bitch,
this?
I'm about to disconnect every phone
He
in
on
this
the way.
motherfucker right now.
I said, hey, man.
He outside.
I said, why don't we take a break? Let me run to the hotel because all my bags are here. I came straight from the airport. Let me just go recuperate. And
We're gonna take a shower. I gotta take a shower.
I gotta get my thing.
The car came. I went back to the airport and I flew back to Birmingham.
Are you serious?
No, that's it.
I was in Houston, Texas, maybe 4 hours. total.
Okay.
And I just left and find out years later when I told the story on Twitter, just fucking around, and then Sway had Jay on when he was promoting his memoir.
Yep.
And TPain, and I mean,
I'm here. How you doing? That's me.
Sway.
How you doing?
Sway asked Jay Prince about that
Call.
prank call. Sway was like, Jay, is that story true? Were you really on the way to fuck him up? And then Jay Prince just said, I just wanted to laugh with him.
Oh my God.
He was gonna fucking kill you.
I like to laugh
He was
in
gonna
person.
murder your face.
He about to be dead.
Oh, you was about to be dead.
He about to be dead.
And that's what's fucked up.
That is what's fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. That is what's fucked up.
That's a good fucked up.
Damn.
He came and did the Daily Show, man. We took a picture.
Damn.
Trevor Noah had him on, man. He showed him some love.
That's fire. God damn. Obviously, don't prank call Jay Prince.
Nope.
And also, we'll be right back.
Shut it down.
Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. Jesus, fuck. Confession, I ain't never been high like this. Yeah, how do you expect niggas to drive like this? I got feathers on my dresser, I get fly like this. Yeah, 150 on the dash. Ooh, sitting still hauling ass. I need the remedy. This shit is sending me times infinity. Shit, goddamn, don't need that minute. See, I'm out of energy. This shit is hitting me. Shit, oh man, y'all ain't feeling it. Y'all been intensity. Keep it 250 piece. Y'all been pissing me off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. Roy Wood Jr., what is the Nappy Boy Radio Song of the Week?
Oh, I get to choose?
Yeah, just literally any fucking song.
Give me Outcast Roses.
Yeah.
My biggest regret is not seeing them live when I had the multiple opportunities doing more.
Multiple opportunities. That was all your fault.
Comedians, who have you been on tour with as a comedian? Like, have you been on tour with any rappers or singers or opened up for?
I opened for Cat Williams and Cash Money in Birmingham, and that shit was a disaster for me.
What?
It's gonna. I'll tell you why. And I can help with this. I can help with this. It's gonna be a disaster every fucking time because the room is mixed for music.
Oh.
I had Donnell Rollins open up for me. It was like my going home thing. I went back to Tallahassee, did this big ass concert. Donnell Rollins came through and tried to do his set, but it was in an arena. And that shit was slapping back so crazy. Every word he said was hitting the back of the fucking arena coming back. And nobody could hear what the fuck he was saying. It was just echoing and reverb. And it was just so much. I'm sure he's never going to answer my calls again.
Damn. They don't. I like.
The room is set for music. It is not set for one motherfucker just talking for a little bit. I just don't
too
know.
much concrete.
It's too much. Oh, it was all concrete.
Is that because of no sound check?
It was at the Civic Center. We did it at the Civic Center.
Yeah, that's all
It was
concrete.
just it's all fucking concrete.
And I think even the ones where I may be open for an artist or something like that, it's either a festival, like you're kind of outside kind of business,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of thing, or it's a theater. It's not an arena.
Man,
Yeah.
that show was amazing.
When I was-
oh my God, that theater was so.
I did mornings in Atlanta for a quick minute, and so they used to do some stuff out there at the amphitheater. And like it would be like the Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah.
Not Charlie Baltimore, Charlie Wilson. Dang it, I should say
I
Charlie Baltimore.
was wondering.
There was
I was
Charlie.
with it
Spelled
though.
the same way.
I was with it, Charlie
For
Baltimore.
a split second, it was like Charlie Baltimore.
I was
back
with
up.
it. I was like, okay, that was a specific time.
Yeah, nah, you
That
did
was
the
a
right
very
thing. You did the right
specific time.
thing. No, you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Charlie is all out. I was like, that was a specific time for Charlie Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like doing comedy for people that's there to see some other shit.
It makes
Absolutely.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if the crowd got to be in a
Comeback.
certain kind of mood for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be right back.
I
you
had
got
some more shit.
Shut it down. There it is. We'll be right back. Nappy Boy Radio. Guys, go pre-order my new book. Look at this shit. You know what I had to fight for in this fucking book? And I'm so glad that I held my ground on this. Because it was just going to be a normal joint. See how that looks? Now, what you can't tell is that all the pages are black with gold writing. Look at that. I'm so glad I held my foot on this. Look at that. Oh, all the pages are black. It's gorgeous. I put my book in dark mode for y'all. See what I did? Now if that don't deserve a pre-order, I put my book in dark mode for everybody. If y'all could just go pre-order this, make this a bestseller, man. I want to have a bestseller. And it's not something that you necessarily have to read. I gave 2 of these to my kids today, and my daughter was like, I don't drink, but I'll take one. I know you don't drink. What the fuck are you talking about? Roy Wood Jr. You're a junior. I just realized that.
This has been an enjoyable evening. I'm just gonna be honest.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
It's good to fucking kick it with folks, man, and I appreciate the hospitality.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we try to make it enjoyable. But it's time for the non-enjoyable part.
I already know what this. I knew we were coming to this.
Roy Wood Jr. It is time for your
Button game.
Okay, load your guns.
Prepare for this shit.
Roy Wood Jr.
Okay.
Let's go.
A man shows up at your door.
Okay.
You open the door, you see the man, and the man says, "Hello, Roy.
Hello, Roy.
I have a proposition."
I'd like to play a game.
Pretty much, yeah. I guess, yeah, that works too. I guess we should probably start saying that.
You did a good job.
He says, Roy, I have a button. This button is not magical, it's practical. You can pick anything tangible. Taste, touch, see, smell, feel, all that shit. It's gotta be something you can acquire. If you hit this button, you get that thing immediately and once. But when you hit that button, somebody in the world is gonna die. God damn it.
Cash money.
You ain't even let nigga get to the real button.
money.
God
Damn
that wasn't even the button.
This is gonna bring.
Okay.
We had this man, Roy Wood Jr.
All right.
What is that thing that you would push that button for?
And if you don't push the button, you die.
And if you don't push the button, you know what? Raising the stakes. If you don't push the button, your son dies.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so what's the
Couldn't
thing?
kill my boy. Nigga.
Right, let's do it.
Now what?
At this point, it's a
Good
brand.
job.
Who gives a fuck what it is?
Good job.
Right.
So,
This shit.
what?
I want my own
Now,
island.
if you don't,
There it is.
if
I
you,
fuck with that.
okay, Roy Wood Jr., what is the thing you would hit the button for?
I would like my own island, and I just wanted to have a cheesecake factory.
That way, that has an extensive menu.
It's like 40 pages.
Just, as long as
Fully-
it's not
fully
the,
staffed?
As long as it's not the Cheesecake Factory in Buckhead, because that motherfucker trash. Okay? They need to shut that bitch down.
Is
Now, just make sure you go through the staff and hire your own shit.
Hire
And don't
your
let
own
them
staff?
niggas
They
say hire
do
their
you with
shit.
the cheesecake. God damn.
They fucking it up.
Did they not give you the brown bread
I'm
that you
just
asked
saying.
for or something?
It pissed me off one time I went in that motherfucker.
That's
One
from
time
the heart.
they got to shut it down because they pissed off Pitt one
I
time.
thought you were gonna say
God damn.
I thought you were gonna say multiple times.
No, I'm just saying.
Just one
hire your
time.
own
From the
staff, man.
heart.
I'm just saying.
One time, one time I went in.
So Roy, private island.
Peace and quiet, man. I want
I
peace
love
and
it.
quiet and some decent food. I don't even want no money. I just want
Sit
peace.
quiet and
decent food.
How are you going to sustain this cheesecake factory on this island?
They live there.
I don't know. I don't want the employees to stay.
they rotate.
They got to figure out how to get home.
Roll your ass back to wherever you live.
Fuck
Roll
off.
your ass out of
Get
here.
off
They got
my
shit.
island.
Where's the island?
Get off my island.
Where's the
dog.
island? Is it in a tropical place or is it in like
South Pacific? No hurricanes. You get a typhoon now and then. Some Guam type action.
Guam is a nice spot.
I learned my weather troughs.
a nigga?
Yeah.
Nigga, have you thought about this?
Guam is like,
Slightly.
yeah, Guam is Hawaii / Alabama. So that's Guam.
This
If you ever
nigga
wanna
has
go to
put
Guam,
thought into this
I
before.
can get rid of
it's
everybody.
an
else now.
island, but it's like / Alabama.
God damn. So island
I like that.
with a cheesecake factory on it.
But the employees
Their place
commute.
They roll their ass there every morning.
It's gonna cost some
Roll
money.
your ass out of here.
How we gonna pay for these niggas to get over back to the island?
They just out there rowing like nigga. I got
Roy's rich. Everybody,
And you know,
Roy-
cheesecake,
You're
that's like
wealthy. Can I
30
say this?
motherfuckers working there. It's a big staff.
To serve one nigga.
So you can do a ferry.
You do a ferry.
do a ferry every
Yeah,
morning.
I ain't gonna make them all canoe.
True. I really did make it bad.
They're gonna be
Yeah,
tired
make
by
it
the time
fair.
they get there if they canoe there. Damn, island with
like
a cheesecake
that.
factory on. I fuck with that.
And then you
All right.
bring on there, and you have a ferry that comes every morning, and every evening, so you can have guests. I come visit you.
I don't know if I want
Yeah, I probably
I
wouldn't come there. I
think
probably
it's
wouldn't
for
come.
you. No.
I probably wouldn't come.
Maybe.
I would want to. I want somebody to come visit me.
I don't think he invited nobody. He just said
He just wanted the peace. He wanted the peace and quiet.
Yeah, just a place to escape.
See,
I wanted
women
to come
always want to
visit.
get on.
Seems
a-
like you
get
only
on the
need
island.
2 people at a time if it's just your cheesecake factory.
I don't know if it was.
I think it get boring with you at the Cheesecake Factory by yourself every day.
I don't think.
Unless you're fucking the waitresses.
Oh, well, that's.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But now you just adding dynamics. Now you just adding dynamics. That might be a joint. That might be.
My bad.
You sure you don't want a Hooters on this motherfucker?
Give me a Twin Peaks on this motherfucker.
Hell yeah! Shit, we might we might have some. We might
have something there.
Is that your
Would
final
I'm
answer?
trying to think. Would I fuck one of my cheesecake employees?
You have to.
Yeah, you gotta fuck her. What you mean?
I get the peace and quiet, but you also want it to be sexless?
But what if she get pregnant and then I gotta fucking?
You ain't no cheese. You got a
man.
vasectomy.
You see your kid when the ferry come in.
Shit, my son coming today. God damn it.
Damn!
Shit, he waving.
Yeah, my
from
son coming in today. Make an actual cheesecake this time. We can't keep faking like we making food out here. You gotta actually,
Faking and making.
you gotta actually make something this time.
Daddy.
Asshole.
You gotta actually make something this time.
Terrible father. Then my son get it off the ferry. I'm like, hey boy, I bought you this truck from the truck stop. I love you. I'm sorry I ain't been around.
He got the goddamn truck from the ferry.
Shit, that goddamn Walgreens truck. Motherfucking Walgreens truck came off the
What a
ferry. Hell
piece of
yeah.
shit
There you
father
go.
I
I
am.
told you I was thinking about this.
All you had to do was spend some time with him.
All you had to do was spend some time and eat some,
Oh my God.
some cheesecake.
He said,
Damn.
All right, Island Cheesecake Factory.
God.
Fucking one of the waitresses' son come in on the ferry. Goddamn Roywood Jr. Hit the button, please. And there we go. We will be right back. Nappy Boy Radio Podcast, baby.
"Ah." Oh, it's hilarious to see at that truck stop for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. What? What the fuck is happening right now? Roy, it is time for the Trap Spelling Bee. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, goddammit! Roy, we're going to give you 5 words. You spell them correctly or spell them incorrectly. If you spell them all correctly, you get nothing.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Just
I get the respect of the hood.
sure.
Definitely.
Florida hood.
If you spell them incorrectly, same thing. Nothing changes.
Shout out to Birmingham, West End. Shout out to Tallahassee and Frenchtown.
Now, this game has the same rules as a regular spelling bee. You can ask for a sentence, origin, region. You can ask all that stuff. Are you ready for the Trap Spelling Bee?
Lay it on.
Roywood Jr., spell hell of a.
Hell of a.
Hell of a.
Region of origin, please.
Place of origin, it just says black folks.
Nice.
Yep.
Good job, black folks. I'm proud of y'all. You made it work.
Hell of a, as in an amount. Hell of a. HELLUVA.
Holy shit! Oh, shit! Roy, spell Nathan.
Ooh, I want to do a
I
sin.
ain't got Nathan for you.
That's what I was going to say. I ain't got Nathan for you.
I ain't got Nathan.
I ain't got Nathan for you.
That sounds like the name. So we'll go
Sounds like
N-A. Oh, hang on.
Go ahead.
He don't know how to spell the
Oh,
name.
it's a trick shit on the end. Bitch, I got you. Nathin. Nathan.
You would be wrong.
Oh.
Wrong.
You were right the first time.
You were right.
Nathan,
Yes,
like the name?
yes.
Like the white boy Nathan?
Yeah, you fucked it. Yep, you
Yeah,
fucked it.
overthought myself.
Yeah,
White boy.
yeah, you got to think about it, man.
White boys got to work.
Roy, spell flogging.
Flogging.
Oh, yeah, flogging.
What's flogging?
Like you faking.
Correct.
Like fraudulent? Flogging?
Yeah, flogging, camouflaging. You acting like something.
Camouflage.
Oh.
Shout out to JT
Don't say,
Money.
oh,
I didn't know.
I'm just going to give him this one because the place of origin says Chicago. I don't know why.
Oh,
Really?
I didn't know that.
I thought it
didn't
was
know.
Miami because I remember that distinctly from JT Money albums.
Yeah, flogging.
JT Money always
Absolutely.
said flogging.
Flogging.
I've never
remember
used that.
All that
Sounds like
faking
you
and flogging.
This
All that
game just
faking
came out.
All this faking
This
and
new shit.
flogging.
FLOGGIN. Flogging.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I know it ain't FLA.
No.
It is FLODGIN.
Yeah.
Flawed.
Flogging.
Oh, flog.
You said
See,
camouflage.
shit like that, you got to kind of say it because
I don't know. I wasn't
FLAUG
familiar.
flawed.
I wasn't familiar.
Well, who the fuck is in charge of the official spelling of this shit?
There better not be no white companies on the back of that motherfucker.
Non-hooked on phonics ass nigga thinks that shit.
Johnny Bonic motherfucker.
Flogging.
Flawed.
Flodge. Word of origin.
Flodge.
Camouflage. FLAUGE. Flodge. Odd.
Right.
AU.
Odd.
Odd. Not OD.
Flodging.
Odd.
Yeah, we're not applying
Or
logic.
is it fraudulent?
We're not applying logic and reason to this fucking game.
All right. I like
We
where
need
you
to make
came
our own
from,
goddamn
Roy.
game because they
Nigga,
don't know
I
how
feel
to
like
spell
I'm
shit.
smarter. I'm smarter than this game, nigga, because I know phonics.
I bet you are. So, Roy, spell liquor.
Liquor.
Oh, LIKKA.
That's not how. Who? Liquor.
Wait, hang on.
Wait.
No.
What's the sentence they use?
We talking about drinking or
Yes.
eating some monkey?
It's spelled like you eating some monkey. So spell it like you eating some monkey.
It's too late. You already did it.
No, but spell it like you eating some monkey and see if you get it right.
I just did spell it like eating monkey. LIKKA.
Well, spell it like you was getting liquor then.
We'll spell it the other way then.
LIQUA.
No. L-I-C-K-A.
Ah, damn, nigga.
LICKA.
It's 2 K's.
You would think
Spell clucker. God damn.
clucker is C-L-U.
All right, so here's your last one.
I don't
you
like
ready?
this
You have
game.
not been doing great. I gotta
don't
tell you.
like
You
this
haven't been doing great. You've been doing okay,
You still
though.
ain't getting shit, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, no.
No
The
matter
outcome,
what.
the outcome is the same
The
either way. You're
outcome,
just
yeah.
embarrassing yourself.
Apologies to the west side of Birmingham. South Park Road and
This one may fuck you up a little bit. This might fuck you up a little bit. Roy, spell spiggity.
Oh shit! I need a sentence.
They got the spiggity jumping today.
Spiggity, like the spot.
The spot, the
Sure.
spiggity.
Spiggity.
Yeah, we at the spiggity.
I'm bougie, so.
We at the spig, yo.
SPIGIDY.
Damn.
It's spelled like it sounds.
You suck at this.
SPIGA.
Spiggity.
Well, then this nigga didn't enunciate. See, the problem is
That's
you.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You're not.
You gotta let these niggas know what it is.
You gotta Alex
sound
Trebek
like
that shit.
what
You
it
got to
sound-
fucking be
Spiggity.
generic. Spiggity.
Spiggity.
Spiggity. Spiggity.
I'll give you one more try.
Spiggity.
Spiggity.
Spiggity. Spig. Gutty.
SPIGI.
Hey,
Let me do it
fool.
again. Can I do it like the show?
Go.
You
Don't
they
listen
say-
to don't
they
listen
say-
to her.
they
She
say-
Please
can't,
don't listen to
she
her.
can't enunciate a goddamn thing.
Spig.
SPIG.
Giddy.
No, don't. You did too-
GIDY.
Ty.
Fire. Okay, good
It was
stuff.
still I, though?
That was terrible.
I
Good
was
stuff.
helping.
Wait.
I was helping.
I demand one more.
Big.
You demand one more?
I
Giddy,
demand
like
one more.
giggity giggity.
We'll give you one
So it
more.
was
You know what?
My father fought for black folks.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Nah, it's okay.
Marched with black folks.
Cause
Yes,
we
he
didn't,
did.
we didn't do this.
Why do I assume everybody in Birmingham marched?
He did
Did
a lot
they?
of that. He was in Vietnam embedded with black troops. He covered South African riots. Like as a
Amen.
journalist, like he did the shit.
Oh, you know what? I want to hear more about your father.
It's too late
You
now.
said, no,
We drunk.
fuck that. Fuck that.
Can't talk
You
about my
said he
daddy
had-
drunk. Too
You
late.
said he
Here
had
we
the-
go. Here's your
I'll ask
extra
later.
credit.
Shut up.
Here's your extra credit.
Redemption.
Roy, spell Jonan.
Ooh.
Damn.
JON.
I don't know if I know how to spell that.
What's that?
JONEIN.
What's that?
JONIN.
Can I please?
Joan.
Can I please? Your auntie
Joan.
is named Joan. What? How do you spell Joan?
No one puts an A in fucking Jonan. Who the fuck?
J-O-N.
A.
J-O-A?
Joan.
Who?
Don't you have an Aunt Joan?
Who?
I don't. I ain't got no Aunt Joan. I got an Aunt Dixie. J-O-A-N.
Ask for an extra one instead.
I-N.
I-N. Jonan.
Joaning on you. I'm joking.
Shit. Terrible,
You didn't even
dog.
ask for an extra one. You demanded an extra one. And that was a trap spelling bee, guys. I hope you
Right,
guys
that
had a
was-
great
That
time.
was wonderful.
Good job. Yeah, clap it up,
Shout out to the
goddammit.
trap spelling bee.
We gonna have to come up with our own trap cards.
What
'cause
company
They not
don't make no
spelling
damn
it
sense.
right.
Company.
Fuck that.
I don't know if
I'm
they
sure this
spelling
company
it
is
right.
owned by some white people that capitalize
They
on
not
the back of it
spelling
say
the way
white
we
company
do.
INC on the back of it.
Yeah,
It should,
we'll
it should
figure out.
have also accepted, and then under that,
Yeah.
a couple other words.
Also accepted.
Well,
I agree
apparently
with
they
that.
did. They did research and asked people from these.
They
regions.
don't know.
They don't be knowing.
They don't be knowing.
They got them shit from
They
Family
really-
Feud.
And that's how you do that trap spelling
That
bee.
was nice.
We will be right back. Roy, take us to commercial.
I don't know. Am I allowed?
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead. Now you got it.
Fucking denounce my blackness.
You got it. Take us to commercial.
Shut it down.
Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. I'm your homeboy TPain, aka your girlfriend's boyfriend.
And I'm Vanessa Fraction, a.k.a. Action Fraction, the main attraction, your partner's distraction.
And I am Pip, a.k.a. Mr. First Prince, a.k.a. Mr.
God
Damn.
Roy, you got any of those?
Just Jim J. McHater.
You gotta put a cape. You gotta put a cape on.
AKA Jim J. McHater.
Jim J. McKay.
Jim J. McCade.
Superhero.
I know there's a story behind it, but I'm just
know
going to
it.
leave it alone.
I want to hear a story. So when we started out, I'm big on dads. I lost my dad some years ago or whatever, and he's a big influence on my life. Super love him and love how you were talking about your dad, Payne. Just saying that he had the spot that the NEC
We had the
that
spot.
Roy was talking about. But what I loved loved about it was the fact of community and the fact that other people, even though when I had beef with my dad, there were so many other people that were like,
For sure.
man, your dad is the shit, man. I wish I had a daddy like your
Oh my
daddy.
God,
And
that
I
was my
used to be
life.
like,
That was my
you
life.
can have that nigga.
Yeah.
You had that motherfucker, man. But I appreciate my daddy so much posthumously. Mwah, 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 mwah. But to hear about yours, and then we were talking about yours, and I didn't know you lost your daddy at a young age. But you were talking about that he was one of the people that pioneered WVON, which was the talk radio station in Chicago.
That's Black Talk News.
Black Talk News. I didn't know
That's
that,
Black
yo.
Twitter before Black Twitter. Like
Man, WVON, like
my pops was the first news director for WVON.
Clyde?
Voice of the Negro, and they were essentially Black Twitter before Black Twitter. So if it was Black news, if it was Black news,
WVON it still is a staple in Chicago.
And he did
but-
black commentary, but that was always my pop's MO from the jump. Like my pop's, like you can go back to the 50s. Like he was in the South African riots, covering that as a journalist.
Damn.
knowing about apartheid, and all
Civil
that
War in Zimbabwe, my pops was there.
Wow.
Vietnam.
There? You saying there?
Physically went there to
Nice.
cover it.
Whoa.
Like where black folks was getting fucked
What
up.
the
He pull
hell?
up.
Nice.
Oh, they dying in Vietnam? Black folks dying?
We gotta go over
Let
there.
me go on over there and give him my tape recorder. And then he got to Chicago, civil rights movement, covered all of that stuff. And then with VON, and then he was one of the, he hired Don Cornelius
Damn.
at WVON, which started Don's journey into whatever. Like, and shout out, and I gotta give a shout out. Anytime I mention, I have to give a shout out to BET for the show American Soul, where they actually
They put that in
showed
there?
that- they showed that. Now, it's something they had to do. So you know,
I'm
that
going
was
to go
dope.
back and look at that. That's so dope.
Yeah, but Don was a Chicago.
Shout out to
He was a
BET.
police officer. Don Cornelius was a police officer. He pulled my daddy over. My dad was head to the radio station, and then told Don Cornelius
He had
during
a
the traffic
voice.
stop, "You got a nice
Wow.
voice,"
What?
Oh shit.
which is wild shit.
Crazy.
You
So
got a
what's
nice
your
voice.
dad-
You should come get a job.
Follow me
nigga.
to this.
Stop this police shit.
God.
Get a job.
Damn.
So Roy Wood Sr.
Yeah,
said, bro, I know you give me a ticket and everything.
but your voice, you could do
I get
something
it.
different. There's a different path for you.
That's dope.
Damn.
And so Don broke my pops. My pops was one of the people. I'm not gonna say he was the only. There were a lot of people that
Yeah.
that contributed some of the initial seed money to shoot the pilot for Soul Train.
Wow.
And so my pops was one of those people, but this is also the 70s.
Yeah.
And so I've heard from some family members the number was $1,000. I've heard it was $2,000, but whatever it was.
Doesn't matter.
it
Could
was
have been
it was
$50. I don't give
Back
a
then, though.
damn. Right.
And so my pops went Don. You know, Don shot the pilot for Soul Train. He couldn't sell it because it was a black show and nobody was funding.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of hurdles in the beginning.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all the investors is waiting for their fucking
Money back.
money back. So my pops goes to Don Cornelius. He's like, "Nigga, the fuck is my money? You said this shit was gonna be like Dick Clark."
You still gonna
Right.
be fucking American
Gonna sell.
Bandstand.
Yeah.
What the fuck's
Yeah. For
American
real.
Bandstand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Don, he offered my pops, you know, producer like
Credit, yeah.
Hey man, instead of me paying you back, just let me make you a producer, and
Which
then
is
that way
much
we
more
can get a
lucrative.
little,
For
little
sure.
piece of this shit. And my pop said, and I quote, "Don't nobody want to watch a niggas dance for an hour. What the fuck is my bread?"
Why'd you have to quote him?
Yeah. And
That's what we told him. That's
And
what
that quote.
Niggas
That's what-
dance for an
That's
hour.
what my father told Don Cornelius.
But I
Nobody
want to see
wants.
them unscramble the puzzle.
It
though.
is a terrible idea. I told you it was a terrible idea. I gave you the money because I thought it would just be something for you to do to keep you busy, but I want my money back. Don't nobody want to watch niggas dance for an hour. Good luck with that shit. Give me my bread.
I didn't think he was gonna end it like that.
I mean, not yeah.
I thought you were gonna.
Like a happy ending.
But you got to look at my pops. You got to look at my pops' pedigree up until that point. My pops for the previous 20 years and just covering blackness across the globe.
Right.
He's about the struggle. He's
It wasn't
the
about no
pain.
happy
It
shit.
wasn't- Yeah, and Don Cornelius talking about some. Yeah, it's gonna be
Dancing and
peace,
shit.
love, and soul. Nigga, we at war. Nigga.
Peace, love, and soul my ass.
They go down the dance floor.
But he
He's
could've
love and
never-
sold to the highest bidder, motherfucker. You better get my goddamn money.
My pops couldn't have seen that the 70s was coming. And what the 70s was and
Yeah.
what music meant to people. And that went through a real love phase for black music. My pops couldn't see that shit. He was like,
That makes
"Man,
sense.
give me my
But bless
fucking
his heart
bread."
for putting out that seed and for putting
sure.
that seed
Yeah,
in him.
of course.
That, bro,
For sure.
We still couldn't watch Soul Train growing up. though.
I'm sure not,
We
nigga.
still ain't fucking
because
with
you
it.
could have had that producer
My
Right.
credit.
daddy
fucking
was
with it.
still petty than a mother.
Like, fucking
You better watch Solid Gold.
Solid Gold.
Not the whole song. Not the whole thing.
I used to love Solid Gold. They used to come out with them outfits on with the Solid Gold dancers and give it up for the Solid Gold dancers. And they used to come out with the glitter and shit, with the little shit. Remember that?
The glitter and shit with the little shit. Gotta have the glitter and shit with the little shit.
Solid Gold was the shit.
That's a fire ass story, man. That's cool as shit. Dude.
Pops, man.
I respect daddy's story so big.
That's
you know what I
fire.
mean? I really do. I didn't understand. I don't want to hear your daddy's story. Listen. So anyway, because you still ain't shit. I'm talking about niggas that didn't know themselves. Hold on. Now, my nigga told me, my daddy told me some shit that sent me on. You ain't there yet. No, I'm just
Oh my God.
No,
One day we're
I
gonna
love
have Pip
strong
Daddy on
black
this
men.
podcast, bro.
Right.
One day we're gonna have his
You're
mother ass on here.
essential. You're fucking hilarious,
Thank
Pip,
you.
and I absolutely love you, but not with this story. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, no, I'm just I love a strong.
Fuck yeah.
God damn.
Y'all
You know
two.
it.
You know what? We're gonna let these two work it out. We'll be right back. God damn. Shut it down. Oh my God.
You're just fucking awesome,
Thank
Roy.
you.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
love
Yeah.
your comedy. I love your specials.
for sure.
When I watch your specials, as we had talked earlier, if we're bringing everything back, sometimes you have comedians that talk about their observations. You know, and Seinfeld's a really good person to name. You know, he talks about just random things or whatever. What I adore is people where when I watch your specials, I learn about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with you, you know what I'm saying? What was your special? I'm sorry I messed up the names of it. The
Father
daddy.
Figure.
Father Figure. Thank you. I learned so much about you, and I continue to do so, and it's in such a wonderful way. I love that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? People, we can talk randomly about shit,
Yeah.
but original stories to me, where you can't bump heads with anybody else, is the shit that is uniquely you. And I love learning about who uniquely Roy Woods is and the way that you look at things. And so,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the creative curse word of the week. Roy!
Roy.
Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this book. I'll give it to you right now. That book, when you open that cover, it has two sides to it. One side has a random curse word. The other side has a random curse word. Now, you're going to flip two random pages on both sides, and that is your random curse word of the week. And you have to tell us a story that contains both words. Random and random.
what you got?
Damn.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's weird. You want to do it again?
What is it? No. What is it?
It is winch lover.
Winch lover.
What?
A winch.
Yeah, that's. You sure you don't want to do it
A
again?
winch.
What's the origin?
Wanch. Old school wanch.
We don't have that information.
You a wanch.
Winch lover.
Wanch was some your auntie called you.
Now you got to tell us a story that
little wench up the
contains.
street.
That was a thought in the
Phrase.
60s.
That was a thought. Come on now, Roy. Come on, Roy. What they call him? A wanch.
A wench.
Roy Wood Jr., please give us your story containing your creative curse word of the week. Let's go.
This is a story I shouldn't tell.
No, it's
That's
definitely
probably a
a
good
story
one.
you should tell.
It's 1,000% a story I shouldn't tell.
But here it is.
To my mother, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. This is even better. You bringing mamas into it.
Desert Storm, 1992.
Wait, what?
You was a soldier, nigga?
Wait.
Follow me, Pip.
The first Iraq War.
Okay.
There's a knock at the door. It's like just a random, I don't know, just a summer afternoon. One of them days where you got the screen door open, got it latched, letting the breeze in.
Right. Keeping the niggas out.
Woman, full military uniform, knocks on the screen door. And I go to the door, and she goes, "Oh, you must be Roy." At the time, I'm maybe like, I don't know, whatever you are, 8th or 9th grade. You must be Roy.
16.
Yeah. God damn, 8th grade is 16. What the fuck?
I was
13, 14.
I got held back in the 6.
Had to be
13,
something.
14.
Released you into society. 16.
He said
That
13
nigga
to
got
17.
held back in the
He was at that club. That's
He was
why. It's
late.
with this goddamn daddy all week.
My mama had to lie about my birthday to get me in kindergarten. There was a lot going on. It was my school. I was a little thrown off. Go ahead.
$20. Anywhere between 13 and 17.
You got it.
Had pubic hair in middle school. What the fuck? So this woman knocks on the door. You must be Roy. And then behind me, I hear my mom go, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my porch. Get the hell on now." And this woman and my mom start jaw-jacking through the screen door. Just going back and forth. Get the hell on. You don't tell me what to. This isn't your house. This is Roy's house. And my dad come around the corner. Yes. You see these two fucking going back and forth. She was looking for your dad. So my dad.
This Roy house.
Yeah, she talking to my mama like she a guest. So my dad been in the corner. He come in the living room. Fuck going on in here?
Dad come around the corner like,
Oh shit. So this woman sees my father and she goes, "I was in the fucking desert for a fucking year and you didn't fucking respond to any of my fucking letters. I wrote you fucking letters, motherfucker." People, like, she was hurt, like, legit, like, she was spending, the military, them stamps be expensive as fuck.
Right. She got her outfit on.
Wasted her USO
them stamps.
right. You ain't saying nothing. Shit.
And my daddy go, "What letters?"
Cause, yep.
Then my mama go, "The ones I've been throwing away."
Oh!
Shit.
Damn.
So
This is nice. Good.
So Desert Storm loses it. She just fucking.
Cause that's
Like,
one, that's her
the
name now.
Rage. It named
That's her name. That's
Desert Storm.
Yep.
She goes into a rage. She punches through the screen door and unlatches that bitch. And opens it up.
She threw that hoe.
Now, I have to paint the picture of who my mother is. My mother is a woman that's been in higher education for 35 years. Before that, she was in public schools. So she looks however you visualize a woman in that position in college administration.
Absolutely.
Not a fighter.
Right.
Not a fighter in the least. Ain't never fought.
That makes sense.
Desert Storm rushed my mama, and my uncle, my mother's brother, has been deployed numerous times.
Yes, I know he wasn't
He
feeling
ready to punch.
Nigga, through and through. Like one of them street niggas that got deployed, then brought the troop tactics back to the street.
Yeah,
right.
Like, nigga, this how you fucking stack up on the door before you kick the door and steal the dope.
yeah, that's how you cut the pie.
Yeah. So Desert Storm rushed my mama, and I don't know what my uncle taught my mama on some self-defense shit.
Right.
But it fucking worked.
It goddamn worked.
It fucking worked.
Yeah.
My mama put that thigh out on her, and it was like a quick, like, flap, flap, flap. Had on the ground. Desert Storm was like, "Let me up.
Not
I'll
Desert
leave."
Storm.
This nigga been fighting Iraqis for a year and got dish ragged in the living room by a college professor. 2 blows.
Shout out to your mama.
2 blows. She's ready to fucking uncle.
Yeah.
Right.
She get up and leave. She straighten up her jacket. Got little medals all crooked and shit. Gotta turn the little eagle upside right side up.
Oh, not the eagle.
The eagle was upside down on the
Eagle was fucked up. Eagle was,
God damn, Eagle.
eagle was fucked up.
He tried to straighten that shit out and fucking left. And that was the first time I found out my daddy was a winch lover.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a motherfucking Nappy Boy Radio podcast. Give it up for Roy Wood Jr. Yo, I will see you guys next week. We gonna have some other great shows for you. You saw what this was like, so get ready for that, I guess. If we still have a contract next week, we'll be back. If not, I'm gonna do this shit solo dolo. We're still gonna be on my mother YouTube channel. I can do this shit with or without sponsorships. No, you know what? Please, no, keep giving me money. Keep giving me money. This is fine. This is going great. I do need new chairs. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Ron Wood Jr. I love
Perfect
ya.
Messenger, Comedy Central, October 29th from Paramount Plus. Steal the password from someone.
I have Paramount Plus. Yeah!
That's how you fucking do that, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Nappy Boy Radio Podcast. See you next week, you stupid pieces of shit.